Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging. Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
After me left from Jamaica, go a foreign pan tour, preaching, teaching the people for sure. Answer to Jah when him a knock on me door. If you don't want to be, you go and perish for sure. Come back to Jamaica, everything insecure. The rich a get rich and the poor a get poor. Come back, come here, see a next call poor. Peeps, night. Big up on yourself. As I start streaming and my son start cry. Jaja. Ha! It's been a while. I'm going to say, well done, Mr. Politician, man. You done a wonderful job at tear down the country demolition, man. Peeps, good night. Big up to the people them with there on the 9 to 5. Hope the shift ends soon and get a chance to get home to your family. Big up to the people them with there on the streets. Be careful. Get home safely. For the people them with there home, ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water. Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vice Cartel, Butcher Banton, Shelley and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson, Portia Simsimila, Marcus Messiah Garvey, some man pan donkey, some man with some green dog and some whole heap of people. COVID top keep. Peeps, you see it? Problem. So forward.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them. You know it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, yellow, like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey yo, yellow, send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them right here. Warlord representing.
Look into my eyes. Tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy? Give us a better way. Yo, I wish I couldn't sing. Peeps, good night. I know some people been the people them been asking, where is Teach Them? Them not seeing on us streaming. But we're there. We have parental responsibilities. You know what I mean? We have all sort of things. Sometimes, for some strange reasons, the artists are available on Fridays of late. So, both time I go do an interview and by the time I reaching back night come down. I'm tired. You understand? More time I plan to stream, but then a little man decides, say, yo, you're not stream tonight, so I have to just bill. So, a whole heap of little things. Sometimes I'm just busy, sometimes I'm just tired. There's a portion of things. You understand? Sometimes the interview them beat me in terms of, for some strange reason, the last like 5 interviews that I've done, well, you have only seen 2. You have seen the Boom Dynamite and the Tiger. For some strange reason, the audio from both cameras are not syncing. So that is giving me nightmare while I edit. You understand? So normally I edit that would take me 18 to 20 hours. It's now taking me 72 hours. With minimal break and things. So I have been, the Tiger interview would have taken me about 3 days just to match up where I must say. On the second camera with the main camera, Boom Dandy might have taken me about 4 days because of the length of that interview there. You understand? So sometimes people see them things and them not understand the amount of work we're going at them things here. I am trying to figure out what is the issue. I figure it was a wrong connection. Change over that from the Marcia Griffiths interview, saying Jamaica, Beanie Man, because I had to reshoot the Beanie Man interview. Long story. 4 hours one time, 4 hours the next time. But we get around to that. I think it's only the Beanie Man reshoot. The audio clips are matching up. And then, boy, I don't know what I go on. I tell you the truth. So, I still not figure it out yet. So, as such, I have not done another interview recently because I don't get no time to go figure that out. Because I spent so much time editing the Tiger interview. And the Tiger interview, it was more challenging to edit. Not only because it not sync up, but based on Tiger's speech pattern and his slurring and all of them things. But it was worth every minute, every second. We give thanks. The great man, Norman Washington Jackson. You understand? That was one of my dream interviews, probably second only to Terrorfabulous. Zane, I've been working on the Terrorfabulous situation kind of difficult. So I know I see the comments them teach them we need Terrorfabulous. Me need Terrorfabulous too, but then you have to respect the situation and understand the situation. So I'm just explain a few local things. I couldn't know what go on. Yeah. So we're here. Yeah, so if you don't watch a Tiger interview, go watch it. A different level, different settings. Give thanks. So peeps, a whole heap of things miss the eye. A whole heap of things pass by. You understand? A whole heap of things I go on in a Jamaica, Jamrock. You understand what I say? And think it is the political silly season. You understand? And we're seeing the silliness abound already. Yeah, so we know that the political process is of such where we have to have elections, and elections are constitutionally due every 5 years. The elections would become due in February of 2021, but for whatever reasons, the Prime Minister in his infinite wisdom decided it is best to announce the election while there was a second wave of the COVID outbreak. But we soon get to that, because I sit down and I want to talk about some things about true, a little man of me and the manners like, and I'm tired of them things I want to get. But before we get this up, I have a few things I want to deal with before that. Boom, wrong camera angle. Boom. I need to forward down here, so yeah, man. So here's a Terrorfabulous right in my head. A true thing that his mental situation is a bit delicate. I think that is the right way to put it, Ken. There are times that he's okay and coherent, and there are others that he's not as coherent as we would want to see the great man. You understand? So I understand the delicacy of the situation, and we have to be patient. And so much so, I would have expressed to persons close to him that if there's something that I could do to help with the situation, them need for me know and thing. I know, let me say this, with the Tiger interview, I saw many persons who, were expressing a desire to probably render some assistance to the great man. His daughter handles all of that. The number was mentioned. I would have also, just based on my own initiative, analyze the situation, and I would have done some that away from the camera, just me personally, reaching out to the family, you understand, after the interview, as just to show my appreciation for the work that the man has done and the situation where I'm in right now. Because the reality is that Tiger is not comfortable financially, and that is sad. You understand? I would have spoken to a number of entertainers whom I would have interviewed already and think about, us coming together, putting something together for the great man. You understand? Some things we do, we not do for the camera. You understand? Some things we do, we just do it out of our own art. You understand? So that's why I'm something I run and load up on something. Personally, I would have done, teach them not really rich, teach them still try and make a life. But at the end of the day, we can say, yo, Ray and Tay, we don't need to get into the details. As a matter of fact, one of the viewers who is here right now, subscriber, would have caught wind of the situation and would have come on board. You understand? And we do a little thing and a little thing. You understand? I sincerely hope I would have spoken to some very prominent entertainers about the situation. And we'll see. Promises have been made. But them things here go. So, we'll see. You understand? But if you are in a position where you can, render any form of assistance, I think it would be good for him to get some speech training, speech therapy, as his speech pattern would have been terribly affected because of the accident. So at least we can get, you know what I mean, at least our next decade and a half, 2 decades out of the man solid. You understand what I mean? I say I would feel a sense of accomplishment if I was to be a part of that. So that's something I actively work on. But you know, we have things I deal with, we have responsibilities and things, and artists, they have enough money. So me link a few of them. You understand what I mean? I say, so that's something I work on, and my own initiative. This is not anybody, this was just me wanting to, you know what I mean, contribute to the greatness of the man. It's a simple thing. Yeah, man. Tiger has come a far away. I mean, he was pronounced dead by doctors, saying he would never really walk good again or talk good again or sing or them something. So he's doing excellent as it relates to that. But financially, he could be in a better place. You understand? And that fateful day, the 18th of January 1994, would have changed his life forever. And it would have robbed us as Jamaican music lovers of one of the greats of the thing. His career was cut short, and we can easily say that Tiger is one of the greatest entertainers in the history of the business. So what if he was performing normally down the year same way? You understand what I say? He too would have made, you know, personal errors and misjudgments and things, but we're all human beings. See me I say? So we give thanks that the man is still around, the man is still able to hold a coherent conversation despite all the challenges that he has gone through. You understand? I mean, as somebody just said, it was a miracle. It is a miracle that we still have the great man around. See, and funny enough, many people may not know, but this whole interview thing started out with Tiger. Many people don't know that. What happened is that Loop online, they were doing a series about Where Are They Now, where they interviewed some entertainers and do some write-up. I think Tiger was the first person. I saw the article and decided, you know, to voice over the script and do a little thing. The video went viral. I think they did Little Lenny, same thing, viral. I sit down and Fabi Dali, I don't think his one did so well. I think Fabi Dali is another entertainer who is in a bad situation where I am still trying to find the best time. We're working on that one to have a sit down with Fabi Dali. His situation is really bad from a mental standpoint. Sometimes it's better, but we'll see it go. You understand? And it was out of doing that, those couple of videos, read Tiger and Little Lenny, Zane, and Fabi Dali and Junior Cat, Zane. I have basically interviewed, I think also did Terror Fabulous. I had to take down that video because I'd use some video clips and somebody reach out to me say I feed them video clip and me have to pay them to keep them up because one heap or something. So I just delete the video. Yeah, understand what I say? But it's a joy. When me can, as I said, I sat down and I saw where there was podcast. Me I say, if me does a voice over them article with some little picture, what if me can really sit down and document them when I store myself? You understand? And we acquire one camera and we start a little thing. And Archive was the first man. Well, I had received Archive's number about a year before we did the interview. You understand? When I interviewed Archive, I was just jumping off in the deep end. Never know if me did I got Joan or me did I got float. You understand? And Archive was willing to have a sit down. As a matter of fact, I reached out to Archive the other day, just out of, you know what I mean, just within me. And I said to him that, DJ, you know, say, I want to reshoot your interview for a couple of reasons. One, it was the first interview, was the first man to say, alright, teacher, I could do that something here. Seeing the video quality was poor, the audio quality was poor. You understand? So I want that as the first interview. You can't remake the first moment, but you can commemorate the beginning of the thing. And him say, yeah man, a joy said we. So one day we're going to do that down in the future. You understand? So I will leave a look at things, people. You know, we sit down more time. It seems you're there 48 hours in there. Boy, and I enjoy, you don't even understand, broski. Many people see the thing and them not understand the amount of work in the background. You understand? But it's pleasing when the ones them see the work and appreciate the work, and we give thanks to that. You know, we know the flash and we know the hype and we know the, you know what I mean, the sus and the gossip, we are trying to make some content that will live longer than me. You understand? Where my children can look on and say, yeah, my daddy do that. You understand what I say? So we find a look up formula and we make it work, and we have to take a look at time. We have a whole heap more plans to improve the thing and work on the thing, and it's just crazy. But man, I tell you, a tiger thing start with, so it was a joy for me. You see me come here with cuss some people and my day attack off in face. It was a joy for me, you understand, for all the reason with the big man. You understand? There's questions I still could have asked that I chose not to. You understand? I just wanted the interview to, you know what I mean, stay up on a level. You understand? And them appreciate the greatness of the man and Lord, the sus and the, you understand what I say? I would have asked most of the questions that I knew people out there would want to ask. You understand? That's one of the purpose of the interviews as well and thing. I also plan one day, because you know what, even though Tiger is doing well in terms of his speech, he's still far from where he was. So his children who have been there, has been around, see the struggles, understand the struggles. I think I will also have a sit down with them to get his journey from their eyes as well. You understand? And they would be better able to relate certain things and certain happenings and stuff. So that's another pipeline as well. You understand? We have been all over the place, up and down, up and down. As I said, my interview, Beanie Man. Beanie Man should have been the interview after Tiger. It turns out that Beanie Man will be after Loki D, Junior X, Marcia Griffiths, Jamaica, because his interview had to be reshot. He would have, you know what I mean, expressed some views in the first shoot where him never too comfortable with, and him not trust me enough. He say, yo, teacher. So him say shoot it over, so we shoot it over back. About 4 hours again and things. So I have Beanie Man content for about 3 months. You understand? So a whole heap of little things, please. We give that. It was a joy to go send to go reason with Jamaica. You understand? That's special to me too. And I give thanks. But more time I just frost out and people would even know. Somebody cuss me up to the on my own phone, say yo, me I ignore them and one sort of something. Right now about 500 and bread message up on the phone. In a purposeful, you understand? Sometimes I just not get round to replying to a message yet. Sometimes I not get round for opening a message yet, and people feel me not ignore nobody. It's just that means just one man. You understand? And just like how you are message me, hundreds of other people are message me too. You feel what I say? So I just saw it thing go. You understand? Me explained that before. Instagram same thing, Facebook same thing. It just take a little time. You will call me a million times and not get me to. I just saw it thing go. Sometimes I just not dash about the phone there. You understand what I say? For the people that want to understand that I have a newborn. You understand? I have to spend time with my child. So, and then we still have to work. Then we still have government things. So, yeah, if do. But peeps were there. I know some people I will have to watch the interviews. They all here and yes, Lucy, all of them. Yeah, man. See, from Archive come down to Tiger, about 48 of them, you know. Give thanks. See, teacher, you need a helper. Don't do yourself out. I want to tell, I don't know if you mean YouTube or personal life still, you know, but I want, my mother-in-law is here. Well, most of the time, she's a great help. You understand? And she has helped to, you know what I mean, soften the load and thing. But, you know, as a father, you still have to do what you have to do. You understand what I say? And thing. So, you know, I could deal with what we come for deal with on a different. So I just break down a few things for the people who have been a wonder where teacher when I see teach. It's just sometimes it does not happen. Sometimes I plan my script, the stream them. I plan for do a call-in stream one night. See, and then that not, it's just crazy sometimes. You understand? Days where I have a teacher for master the work ethics. Just work, man. There's nothing to it than just working it. So sorry for the rambling piece. If you're there for the first time, well forward to the thing. I appreciate the support. We'll just explain some things to the family. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Thanks, Miss Maya and thing. Big up to the people where big way up on my son, you know? So we have a peer now. I have a 10-year-old daughter. See, and a 6-week-old son. You understand? Sweet people, them nice. Them turn out nice. We give thanks. You understand? I mean, big up to them mother, cause you know what I mean. We alright, but we know you understand. So them mother play a big part in that. Them nice, bad. You see me? Fire me, say, yeah, man. Fire me is a reason deep, brother. So watch out now, peeps. I could deal with some housekeeping, well, not really housekeeping, but some serious things before we get into some more serious things. Seeing this little empress on screen has been reported missing. Seeing dub plates are debate teach. What you think? Soon get to that more for your channel. You understand? So search is on now for a 16-year-old who has gone missing in Bull Bay. An Ananda alert has been activated in search for a 16-year-old Monifa Wedderburn of 9 miles in Bull Bay, St. Andrew, who has been missing since Monday the 17th of August. Early days still, we give thanks. And we hope say the young lady is still around. And so when I say give thanks, in fact, the information has been made public as early as it's possible. You understand what I say? And thing, you know, sometimes people sit down on them things here and say, yo, she just run where she gone this or she gone this and thing. But teach, you're handsome fella, the baby feet. This dada, don't do that up there, but they have a blush. Jaja. Lawful, if you're there, big up yourself in a youth. You know what thing, and I appreciate the contribution early out in a thing, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So now, she's of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 168 centimeters or 5 feet 6 inches tall. Reports are that about 4 p.m. Monifa was last seen at home wearing a pink top, floral pants, and brown slippers. She has not been heard from since then. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Monifa Wedderburn is being asked to contact the Bull Bay Police at 876-967-6810, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. I just share the information in relation to the police as well. So I sincerely hope that the Empress is okay. I hope that she is healthy. And I hope above all hopes that she will be reunited with her family in the shortest possible time. So we're keeping an eye on this one. I mean, a silly season, so many people now pay attention to a lot of things these days. And thing, when these young girls goes missing, it rough. You need a secretary boss to answer your calls. Why? But we say you go up. Like we say you go, Javon. Like we say you go. You know, Scotty did have the responsibility there, but she cussed me every day. You understand? So, I don't even know why she not do that. You understand? We forgot to have words with her. You see me? And thing. So that is one 16-year-old. As I said, I hope that the Empress is still alive. This is another one. 16-year-old Shamoya Minot missing. So an Ananda alert has been activated for 16-year-old Shamoya Minot of Glendon Circle in Old Pastors, Kingston, who has been missing since Monday, August 17. So both of them, 16 years old, both reported missing on Monday, the 17th of August. She's of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 165 centimeters or 5 feet 5 inches tall. Reports from the Papine police are that about 6:28 a.m. Shamoya was last seen at home. Her mode of dress is unknown. She has not been heard from since. And anyone knowing the whereabouts of Shamoya Minot is being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Yeah? What do we ever do? Fingers crossed that the young ladies are alive and well. You understand? So, I don't know Rasta. So peeps, as we said earlier, it look like COVID now but I keep. You understand? Because if you look what go on the street, you think don't look good, you see it? What may I look for you, sir? Oh, that's something here. SOEs were discontinued on the 17th of August because there was some agreement between the opposition PNP and the governing JLP that the election should not be called during a SOE, as it is believed that if such is the case, then actions involving the security forces, be it JDF or the JCF, may be interpreted or misconstrued as being political motivated. So based on those sentiments, it was agreed by both political parties that the SOEs ought to be discontinued prior to the nation going to the polls. Yeah? And as such, the SOEs were discontinued on Monday. Nomination day was yesterday, the 18th of August. Jamaica, like many other countries around the world, is in the middle of a global pandemic. The situation, in all honesty, if we are going to be honest with ourselves, has been handled fairly well for the most part by the government. Ruel Northover, I think it's the first time I'm seeing the name first and foremost. If you're here for the first time, welcome to the channel. If this is not your first time, my sincere apologies. Let me know. But thanks for the support on the channel, and above all, thanks for the financial contribution. I am most appreciated. Yeah. So now, nomination day in the midst of a global pandemic. As I was saying, that if we are going to be honest with ourselves, irrespective of our political allegiances, affiliations, associations, whatever it is, the government, in comparison to many other countries around the world, Jamaica has done fairly well for the past couple of months in treating with the COVID-19 pandemic. In the last couple of weeks, since the country's borders were open and tourists were coming to the country, and many Jamaicans who were in the diaspora were returning home, there was an uptick, a spike in the COVID figures. Yeah. As there was probably always going to be a second wave and a third wave and many other waves. You understand what I say? And thing. Whosoever fault it is not even the important thing right now. The reality is that the number of COVID cases have seen a dramatic rise in the past couple of weeks, leading up to the announcement of the general election by the Prime Minister. As I said in the opening salvo, I am fully aware that constitutionally the election has to be called. But I am also aware that constitutionally the election is due in February of 2021. That gives us September, October, November, December, January, 6 months before the election is constitutionally due. Yeah? That gives us a few months to try and get this recent spike in the COVID cases under control. Gives us time to ensure, as best as is possible, a relatively smooth start to the new academic year, which is slated to get underway on the 7th of September. See? I know that election day workers have been in training for a while now. However, it is my fervent view, I said the word I got, that the timing of the election is absolutely wrong. And let me tell you why. First and foremost, yesterday was only nomination day. And you would have seen on this channel and many other channels out there and on social media the folly and frolic on the streets of the nation yesterday. I assure you that in the next 7 to 10 to 14 days, the number of COVID-19 cases will spike because of what happened yesterday. Make no mistake. Not only that, on election day, the pomp and pageantry will be fever pitch, will be even greater than it was yesterday. That is 4 days before the scheduled opening of school. Yes, children are not voting in the elections and they have no reason to be on the road on election day. But I assure you that every Jamaican man and woman who go vote election day will be going home to them pitney. Them the pitney they are go to school with next pitney on the 7th of September, possibly infected with COVID-19. Me say the Minister of Education say all schools that will be used as polling stations will be sanitized. You couldn't sanitize them from now till thy kingdom come. When the parents them go home who infected with COVID go infect them pitney, what happen to the school system? But that's a ask. Cause me not sensibly, you know, so but that's a ask. You feel what me I say? And let me tell you a thing. Any virus, disease, where you want to spread like wildfire, make it break out in an environment where many children are. Nothing can tap it. But again, we not sensibly, you know. You understand? We just ask. I sincerely hope that the way I see the thing, you know, work out so for the betterment of the country and the benefit of all who are involved, say, you know, go so. But just looking at the thing as it is, we're in trouble. Deep trouble. You understand what I say? And for a man like me, who that as far as I know is still employed to the Ministry of Education and is supposed to resume my duties as a high school teacher come the 7th of September, even before, because you know meetings and all sort of this and them something there before that. I forgot to deal with some of them same pitney here who them parents are care cold go give them. Father Michael Fraser, yes, Rasta. You know what thing go. But hold on, we talk about that look up further down in our thing. Thanks for the contribution, brother. Thanks for the support. You understand? I could deal with that local thing first and we get back around to, you understand, the great man. Why could the election not, as a matter of fact, I could even put it in greater perspective. And why the streamer move so jitter? I hope the streamer forward through. Normally when we come with certain fire, we come back with blood in our way. And time we come and I spit certain fire, the stream tend to behave a little jittery. I don't know why. I don't want to say nobody had target the stream still, but then every time I come here and I cuss some people, then something wrong with the stream. People, if the stream crash and don't leave. Wanna give me a little time and refresh the thing till I forward back. You understand? Because we don't want to stay here, you know. You understand? What me I say, you know? To make matters worse, if February come and the COVID situation is not at a stage where it makes sense to call an election, the Constitution of Jamaica gives the government 3 additional months in which to have the election held. So that means we're still there. August, we have September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Because the Constitution facilitates or considers the possibility of a natural disaster or some emergency where an election could not be held. So 3 more months is afforded to the government. You understand? So I don't know what is the great rush to have the election in the middle of the second wave of the COVID pandemic in Jamaica. Basically. See? Empress me what? Big up yourself, you know. Really and truly appreciate the support. Appreciate the financial contribution as well. Empress, you know what I think? Now, when I look on the road yesterday, I see buses, trailer trucks, we're turning a carnival bus full with people that gyrate and up. Like, there's no concern about any health yesterday. It was just party loyalty. You see me, I say? We in a trouble, man. See? Next, I want to look at things with the election look together. Because some people have been having the dubplate discussion. See me, the general bounty killer shut it down completely, say the system I use the youth. I think a protege has publicly stated his disapproval. Vibes Cartel, for what that is worth, has also stated his disapproval about the situation of entertainers. But I suppose it depends on how you look at it. Say them bash dancehall, and when them want benefit from dancehall, them rope in dancehall. Be that as it may. This is what me have to say about that little part, I think. The shows now keep. Artists them not really fly gun away. Not for the artists them thing not up as it used to be. So if a man them can earn $1 for a dub plate, then really and truly I don't see why a man can earn $1 for a dub plate. What they show them there? What the stage show them there where you keep? What they show them where you keep overseas and the festival them run a Europe and some part run some place run so. You understand what I say? So me understand say yo people are gonna say yo the system been a fight dancehall and the system now a try ride on the back of dancehall. Yeah. Fine. That is one way of looking at it. But how much I want to take up on the money and give some dancehall artists you know? Some artists when I get no show. You understand? So I suppose it's all you look on it. So for me, it's neither here nor there. If a man can make some money, Zane, half of one dub plate, then the man them vice dub plate for sound every day. People call them and them vice dub plate. So you know just buy some and put some food for your family table. You understand? So I suppose it's all you look at the thing. You understand? It's all you look at the thing, you know. See, yeah, scary, definitely, 100%. You understand? So me understand the man them when I say, yo, the system been a fight the music and them I use the youth them. I don't know them I use the youth them. The youth them I get paid, I don't know the youth them I do the dub plate them for free. It's where the man them I work. Me not see no stage show I keep. You understand what I say? They're making an RNJ review. So many Jamaican artists really I do not whole heap of streaming and I really make no whole heap of money off of streaming. Talking God truth. How much man can sit down and depend on streaming? They better ask you. You understand? When I take out the Chronics them and the Beanie them, the Sean Paul them and the Shaggy them. You see me I say? I say Chris Martin do some dub. How much money Chris Martin I make off of streaming? Massacre. Yeah, Massacre I could have make some streaming money. You understand? Dovey McDonald, how much money them I make off of streaming? I don't know still. You understand? It's work, the man them a work. I don't see the man them on the platform in a green or an orange. The man them just voice to tune. Make the man them feed them family. That's what me have to say about the thing. You understand? That's just my thing. Zane. So essentially, if a man want voice a dub plate and feed him family, him not kill nobody. Voice a dub plate. The argument done. But my view of that funny thing. You understand? We don't have to agree with teach them. But that's what I couldn't know. You see? Auntie. So this thing where I don't know. You understand? As I say, Rodney address it. I say I think Proto J address it. I say Cartel, well, I not see me here, say Cartel address it. You understand? And thing. So I don't know. But the long short of the story is this. So one, I have nothing with them on a voice and dub plate. But let us not get caught up in this dub plate thing. Because most of them dub plate is just for fun or frolic. How many of the dub plates them really have a substance in them? How many of the dub plates them really point out the work where an MP has done or an aspiring MP has done, you understand, for the people of the constituency. So with the substance there. Zin? So, yes, a man can be out stunting or somebody want ball out or greatness are running in my blood or something. But water running in a pipe in a constituency, the road pave off. You understand? You have electricity down there, street lights around there, all the community center stay. You understand what the homework program are going with? You feel what I say? How crime stay in our community. Then me not really know none of them song. Me not really follow up with dub plating, cause just by the way, and I'm not go seek out like me hear one thing or me somebody say yo teach listen this and me. You understand what I say? Because me not really before me before me say this. You understand? So me I say that dub plate something here. I mean, I look for fun, I look for entertainment, zine. But what the substance then of the dub plate? You understand? Man call tick like dumpling and man stunting and somebody want ball out round the sun. Staying on my own lane and them something there. In lane when you staying it's smooth. Me can drive me car pan without blick out my front end or bust my tire. How smooth is the lane where you're in? You understand? The car them will tick like dumpling. How many people in the constituency can find dumpling, much less car will tick like dumpling? It's them things that me want to find out. You understand? Number one trending girl. You understand how many little girl in the constituency they can go back to school September like trending looking. Then is that me ask? You understand what I say? I don't really know. So is that me I talk about? The dub play thing is just the man them eat a food. Big up to the artists, them a work. But me I talk about the real issues. And that me interest. You don't know me for a long time, you know me not the hype nor the pot cover knocking or the bell ring where substance over hype we deal with. You feel me? So when not two get caught up in it. Some people are say pot they empty, much less dumpling round there. You understand? So at the end of the day, people, you don't get caught up in this dub play. You think it's sound clash. You think a world clash with it. A real life we in right here, so. Father Chavi and Spike, big up yourself and brother. You know I appreciate that something there, you know. You understand? Zin? So, how many of the youths them are going to have internet for do online learning when school can't open come September? These are the things where me interested in. I'm not interested in how everybody's done play. You think a Troop and Panther run the country and Maggie Boy and them people there. It's not them. You understand? So I could take the thing serious. Yeah, we listen to dub plate and appreciate the dub plate for what it is. But the reality is that the youth, the people in the constituency, all the dub plate affect them. The money them when I pay for the dub plate them, like them couldn't buy 2 books and 2 shoes and 2 bags. You understand? Nothing against the artists them we earn as me I say, but I could focus on the real things them around here so that people don't get caught up in the folly and the frolic. See me that one. So, you know, for demand some things, man. I mean, it's over dub plate, brother. It's not a clash. Our Jar and Bass of this and Black Cat string up. And King of D's and Mighty Crowd. I don't see them. I see 2 party, but at the same sad song them a play. Poor people money lean back and rock away. Them raise everything from high to crave name. Or them no raise up. Everybody pay. You understand what I say? A them question them ask. Yeah man, and the person when I play a stream out in the eye living room, you need to turn it on. Me I hear about myself. Yeah, put it in a headphone. Big up yourself. Jaja. So peeps, the dubplate is all fun and games. But at the end of the day, life goes on. What happened for the next 5 years? We're going to play dubplate. It said dubplate for 5 years. Come on, man. You have to wise up in this. Don't get caught up in the plate of white rice and curry chicken and cure white rum and 2 white fowl and 5 bills in your pocket. 5 bills can last for 5 years. What? Bills a year. 1 bills per year. You wanna see murder rate still around here. You wanna see the dollar still a slider. Well, the dollar go slider because foreign exchange not really coming right now. But the dollar did been a slider for a long time. You wanna see say some place still not have running water. I see one article where say Clarendon community get water for the first time in 60 years. I don't say 6 years, I say 60 years. Yeah, so I say. I don't know what go on, man. It's a serious thing around here, so man. Don't get caught up in that thing. I'm not saying if you exercise a democratic franchise, you know. You understand? Because a whole lot of people fight for universal adult suffrage so we can vote, you know. You understand? And a whole lot of people fight for the constitutional rights we have. So I now say, you know, if you exercise that, I'm just saying, don't get caught up in the folly. You understand? Politicians, I tell you, you know, I did a course, see, when I went to college first time, not the second time, name Politics and Change. That's a course name. Yeah? And I am telling you, I say many politicians, them study, them know what to do. To get them people, them up and running. In a Jamaica, look white rice and look curry chicken. Or look curry goat and 1 flask of rum and boom. And 5 bills. Then it done. You understand? We need for hold some people responsible, Rasta. You understand? And I now sit down here, before I go any further, I say, big up to big up to the people them out there who say them are politicians, who say them are running the elections. Who have them people reach out to teach them, wanting to have a sit down with teach them for them talk to the people them. I don't feel an idiot. One of the things that this a big head boy a fool around here is when you don't see me interviewing a politician around here, much as you go interview a politician in an election. Eh? I start school later but me no fool. Yes, and I might start go to school when me have 5, but my brain up on live. I don't feel an idiot. Let me laugh after I want to look a bit. I will. I won't call on names. I call no party, but I don't feel an idiot. Boy. Ah boy, make I move on. So make we deal with some things we are going. So I could talk about COVID thing, you know. Yeah man, big reaching out, you know. You know, I am the campaign manager for this person, you know, you watch the channel and we like the works and this person is contesting this seat and would like you to have an interview for them to tell the people what they plan to do for the favor idiot. Boy. If night should turn today, a lot of people would have to run away because would have kept fit. Lawful! It's a brap. So, yo, I see a man try to spread out and spread out the side so him now go nowhere. You understand? I want to see spread out and left him. Man all decide so they want to go spread out go polling station. If me ever see you, sir, I broke your foot. I want your low spread out. Yes, and then spread out non-trouble as soul and you go fast and spread out. Spread out, say him now go away. Or could I just drag him, spread out laugh after them to ya. Yes, oh you want to spread out go polling station. Then spread out into that. But I digress. Make I move on. Yes. We soon come to some Oliver foolishness. Johnny H, big up yourself in a rasta. Give thanks. You know what I mean? On the law spread out, man. Spread out now on no politics thing. I do even want to see man donkey and come trouble man donkey together. Love me donkey, man. Sure. Kingston and St. Andrew communities are under surveillance. You understand? Prime Minister Andrew Holness has announced a list of Kingston and St. Andrew communities under surveillance due to COVID-19 spread, not epidemiologically linked. So they don't know where it come from. You understand? They don't know who can come here. They can't trace it to nobody. We are also monitoring communities in Kingston and St. Andrew where we are seeing a number of active cases emerging. You mean them community where people are all about yesterday? You understand? Only said the Ministry of Health has advised the government of growing concerns in the communities of Duhaney Park, Patrick Gardens, Pembroke Hall, Corville Gardens, New Haven, the Halfway Tree area, Uenden, Arlene Gardens, Mullines Gardens, State Gardens. I even didn't know one place named State Gardens. Zadie Gardens, Constant Spring, Barbican, Meadowbrook, Avondale, Delacree Park, Olympic Gardens, and the whole of Jamaica. They don't be tired. The whole time garden and them places. But you say whole of place. You understand what I mean? No, Empress Lucy, not at all. Is you choose if you want to go vote. Listen what this said. If you are going out in public, wear your mask. If you have to take public transportation, wear your mask. If you are ill with flu-like symptoms, respiratory challenges, if you are coughing, sneezing, stay at home. Reach out to the health services. If you are in a gather of no more than 20, then ensure that you are in social distance, said the Prime Minister. But party in a road for your party. Two sad song, two party, but at the same sad song they want to play. Father Julian Smith, big up yourself in a broski. You know what thing, you know, I appreciate that something, you know. You understand? As a matter of fact, you see, the Prime Minister's doubled down saying he has no regrets calling the election despite the COVID surge. This is what the Prime Minister had to say. And let me read it. I believe I'm not joking to me. That's why I'm going to read it. State Gardens is done from this. I figure say somewhere in other region they didn't do it, but I never did hear about it before. You understand? You know, you're not going to know all things. I did know someone State Garden about. I'm going to be very serious when I read this, because it's serious businesses. Serious things are going to happen. I will sing that song, the Poor Man. Poor Man! Where the Rasta link up? You understand? Prime Minister Andrew Holness has declared that he does not regret calling a general election amid the latest coronavirus spike, arguing that the institutions of democracy cannot be allowed to fail. Mr. Prime Minister, move up. Sir, with all due respect, up and away, move up. Yeah, man. I don't even know what kind of foolishness that. Because you know, and me know, and all Jamaicans know, say the election constitutionally due in February of 2021, 6 months' time. And the Constitution also gives the government 3 months extra in the event that there is some natural disaster, some national emergency for an extension before the election is called. So you have 9 months, Mr. Prime Minister. So don't come tell me no foolishness around here, sir. And everybody are idiot around here, sir. And everybody turn fool when them hear bella ring or pot cover knock or this and this. I think I said. I don't even know which one I will. Oh, me see one a son, one a son. You understand? And White Rice and Curry Goat out the road and Sona play 2 tune and 2 artists vice 2 double. You all away no fool around here, sir, brother. Don't do that something. You understand? Someone we go to school and we are not fool. So here what the Prime Minister say. Come you gotta go read it and get dark again. You know? Arguing that the institution of democracy cannot be allowed to fail. If I was interviewing the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister tell me this, you know, if the interview would have forgotten. Because respectfully, Mr. Prime Minister, you talk rubbish, sir. That don't make no sense. You know that don't make, take it back. That don't make no sense. Lock it back. We have 9 months at worst. 6 months constitutionally. So how how the institution of democracy are got allowed to fail now, family. My lord. Like your brain in your clock some of the time, Mr. Prime Minister. You understand? Take it out, man. Stop walk by your brain. Because that don't make no sense. And that is meant as no disrespect. It's just a fact. That don't make no sense. The polls are being held on the 3rd of September, 4 days before school open. Six months before they are constitutionally due. I mean, I know you say with clocks, cause man I wrap brand new clocks on foot. You understand? Yeah, man. Everybody want one. It's not a clocks problem. It's a fool statement problem. Big up to the clocks, man, them boy, please. You understand? In a new wallabies, everybody want one of these. You understand? But 6 months before they are, I did say I joke out this, 6 months before they are constitutionally due. The Constitution allows, listen this new development, because it must new, it could have never did there before. The Constitution allows for a further 3-month extension beyond the set due date. You understand? But as the political temperature rose in the weeks leading up to the August 11 announcement, the country was starting to experience an uptick in its coronavirus count. One apart of the uptick, to me cuss you again look at it, Mr. Prime Minister, because you see how long me not come here? You see how long me not come around here? Me don't tell you no say, this notion about people self-quarantining no make no sense. Because as Jamaicans, someone we not got no sense. And added to that, someone we not got no conscience. You can tell Jamaicans both go home after them come from foreign, go locked down for 14 days under no supervision. Me they don't tell you say that no make no sense. I answer story that. But because we are idiot, Zane, what the word? You did say one thing one time. When did it say again? I'm not keyboard warriors in it. I don't remember, man. Somebody tell me when did say. I don't remember, but the long and short of the story is that it was always going to come down to this. Man come here from foreign, them gonna dead yard, pastor gonna keep church, crusade, baptism, all sort of things. As a matter of fact, he had to get rid of the candidate for Southeast St. Anne, Rowan Simpson. Rowan, I don't remember what kind of Simpson. Big up to the people that we are dislike it. Everything good, man. You understand? One Simpson. I don't remember why Simpson name. Because he is supposed to be a pastor. He is supposed to be the candidate going up against Lisa Anna. Him come here, supposed to in a self-quarantine and in gone about for him business. So then they not bother use him. People then demonstrate for about 2 days, but then still not bother use him. You understand? You know how much people come here for their yard and then they all about the place? They don't tell us that this no make no sense. If we can take care of so many people in a quarantine, you take care of who you can take care of first, move them out, then move in some more people. So who now want come go in a quarantine in a government facility, turn with them there. I don't care who the guy. So don't come tell me about Jamaicans, them constitution for come on them yard. Yeah, come on your yard when we are ready for able to take care of your yard. A serious, you feel like say a Dalios business are going, man. So if it means that the government can only attend to 1,000 people at a time, when them 1,000 people time done, one next 1,000 people come. You can't have 1,000,000 people that come one time and I talk about them or guard them yard and a self-quarantine. Common sense, I gotta tell us that the people them not going to stay there. A few people obey the quarantine or the family. Common sense that name. Enough people will get up and talk about a tourist car And we Kasi, we Jamaicans Kasi. You see tourists come here, come go on 9 night and funeral and dance and river and beach with a million people upon it. Spanish Bridge and these places. And we is the problem. It never was going to work. And I understand so the Jamaicans and when they are abroad they want to come at them yard. I understand that. Don't get me wrong, you know. But the reality is that if we can only deal with X amount of people at X amount of time, we could deal with them people there, move on them people there, move in some more people, and we do the thing in a face by face basis. It's something never make no sense. I'm sitting down right in the same chair and looking at the same camera, in the same talkaphone and answer the same exact thing when I say now. But because we are what? And what did say again when he face himself? The Prime Minister's social media, I don't even remember what he call it. You understand? So we don't know nothing, man. We don't have nobody advise we. You understand? And we don't have no D and no MB and no million letter before or after we name. But we have common sense, brother. Common sense is so common no more. But we got that. We got street smarts. You understand? Book smarts now always gone away, you brother. I'm a teacher, and I know that. I always tell my youth, I say, yo, it's not always the person you think are the brightest person of the class. Mash up the examiner, the smartest person of the class. But some people can't comprehend that still. Because some people don't know there's a difference between smart and bright. The bright smart, them know the thing. Yeah, but them can't apply it. You understand? When it comes down to crunch time, they can't apply it and use it applicably. While the person was smart, them don't know all of the content, you know, but them know enough of the content. Them know if you apply the content. Them know if you manage them time now the exam. Them smart. And the bright man fail. Oh, though my brightest man in that class, so I'm fail. Because I'm not smart. You understand? Nah, man, I'm a weak friends, man. A long after, man, I want press conference, man. I'm that talk about people them on social. You know, like the social commentators them and the people them on social media. Him never did say that. You see me? Hey, man, I say, man. Make we move on. Listen to this now. We sure over there, sir. But as the political temperature rose in the weeks leading up to the August 11 announcement, the country was starting to experience an uptick in its coronavirus count. On June 1, when Jamaica started opening its borders, 588 cases were confirmed, with 9 deaths. On the 11th of August, when the polls were announced, the new total was 883. 300 more cases, I don't know. The French cut. Our French cut out the name there from. But on French garment. Pick up yourself, family. Watch it out, peeps. Then you know, the Ministry of Health reported that 1,129 positive cases with 734 recoveries and 14 deaths up to August 17. So sections of Clarendon and St. Thomas are now under quarantine. Yeah? Several members of the opposition People's National Party, including the Clarendon Northwestern candidate Richard Azan, has criticized the Prime Minister for calling the election. But I saw the opposition leader stand up in a parliament and say we're ready. We're ready. Ready. I never hear the leader of the opposition say, yo, that no wise. Him say I'm ready. So what do you see now? Zigzag go on. But on Tuesday, the Jamaica Labour Party leader said, I think we can move ahead safely. No, he said. When asked whether he regretted calling the election for September, I'm not going to say he regretted. That confidence was buttressed in his view that the virus outbreak here was being managed well by his administration. It was being managed well. Until you tell people so they can go and go self-quarantine and they end up all boy place. Yeah, you know, it was being managed well. I said that many times. Kudos to the handling of the COVID situation in Jamaica. There were some missteps and some things could have been done better, but the reality is that we were doing fairly well. But then that changed. So I don't know what you mean. That confidence was buttressed in his view that the virus outbreak here was being managed well by his administration, citing New Zealand, which this week went under stricter lockdown after a spike pricked its 3-month run without a COVID case. Only said that Jamaica does not have the financial capacity to follow suit. Always some excuse. The New Zealand Prime Minister also pushed back to October 17, the general election that was planned for September 19. So them, we don't have the financial capacity to do a New Zealand do. But New Zealand, who have the financial capacity, can push back for them election from September 19 to October 17, almost a month. And I assure you, if when September done and the Prime Minister realize the COVID thing is still an issue, they're going to push back the election. But no. Election have to keep 6 months early. Have to. Because we don't want to the institution of democracy to fail. Crap. But don't even read no more. I don't even read no more. Because I'm gonna do it and get dark and the stream don't even start properly yet. You understand? Right now, weekly, and Montague in a self-quarantine because they must go one event where Richard Creary, who is the mayor of Port Maria, keep, and him has been tested positive for COVID. So weekly, and Montague, me say Montague test negative. Must it put there sitting. I would have said something I say, but I now say it. I'm not going to say it. I know everything good for eat, good for talk. I don't trust no shadow after dark. Admiral Tibet, pick up yourself. We are living in a serious time. Yo, I wish I couldn't sing, more than just sing, man. Oh, time is so serious. Me I sing same way. Cantankerous and dangerous. All over Jamaica, politicians in a heated rush. Ah, boy. I tell you. Well done, Mr. Politician, man. You done a wonderful job at tear down the country demolition, man. Skibble the bang, well done, Miss Politician lady. You forget a round of applause for all the things you're doing. Decisions where you make will left the country in a ruin. Strictly personal gains you're pursuing. Ah, boy. No money now make a man a suffer, and to the country run it a go tougher. Baby Sham, big up yourself. I'm talking to the MPs, the opposition leader, Prime Minister. You don't know them Joe there. You don't know them Joe there. Watch out now. Some polling division, so the silly season is up on us. Silly billies and silly millies, willy nillies in the towns and cities. Jaja. We see man dead up so, man shoot after up so, man dead round so. All house burned down round one part, round one place, all sort of something. You understand? Polling division worker killed in Clarendon. What the hell that is? I think this is the gentleman. Yeah? The police are presently probing the shooting death of a political activist outside his home in Rocky Settlement, Clarendon. I think Monday, Sunday, one of them time. The deceased has been identified as Paul Henry, a polling division worker for southeastern Clarendon, Member of Parliament Pernell Charles Jr. of the Jamaica Labour Party. The Corporate Communications Unit, the information arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, said Henry was putting up political flags at his gate when he was attacked by gunmen who opened fire, hitting him. The incident took place about 10:55 p.m. Henry's death comes as political parties prepare for a nomination day on Tuesday. They got Monday them get shot, I think. You understand? And ting. See? His wife has ruled out a political motive. I guess she probably knows something where you and I don't know still. You see? The wife of murdered Jamaica Labour Party Clarendon Southeast Polling Division Captain has ruled out politics as a possible reason behind her husband's gruesome killing, though she cannot pinpoint a motive. So you can pinpoint a motive and you are saying that. Then me not understand. What alright? Pick up yourself, wife. Condolences. What she knows, however, is that perpetrators took away her best friend and partner, 35-year-old Paul Henry. He's on screen, as I said. So while being comforted by friends under a tree on Tuesday, Kimisha Coleman Henry said that her slain hubby was the best father ever and my everything. Not mine, her everything. Let's read. She said Henry was loved by everyone. Well, alright. It coming like I worship him. The man them and the boy them. As you call him come to them rescue. Coleman Henry said when asked if she believed the killing was politically motivated. Henry died leaving 3 children, that rough rasta. 2 boys and a girl, aged 5, 8 and 11 months. 11 months rasta. Coleman Henry last spoke to her late husband before he left home to go erect JLP flags. Henry, who the Gleaner understands was the leader of polling division 96 and 97 for years, has been very active in the constituency. Despite news that he was killed while installing political paraphernalia, his family wants to make it abundantly clear that he was killed at his gate on Flamingo Road in Rocky Settlement. In the wake of explosions, she rushed outside and found his motionless body on the ground. The incident occurred shortly before 11 p.m. Coleman Henry said that her husband was not robbed. So the matter has been reported to the Maypen police, who have launched a probe. The family say they have been visited by Maypen Mayor Winston Maraj and have also heard from JLP candidate Pernell Charles Jr. The People's National Party candidate Patricia Duncan Sutherland has also condemned the attack. Condolences to the family and friends and associates of Mr. Henry, eh? More questions and answers if you ask me still. But we're not done yet. East Kingston tense following killing of political activist Devon Murray. There is increased police presence in sections of East Kingston following Thursday morning's killing of political activist Devon Murray, otherwise called Pepsi. Mr. Murray was shot while sitting in his vehicle on Homestead Road shortly after 8. A woman was also injured in the attack. Senior Superintendent Victor Hamilton, head of the Kingston East Police, told Radio Jamaica News that the area is tense and police as well as soldiers have been deployed to the area. According to SSP Hamilton, investigators are probing reports that the killing stemmed from the beating of a woman on Wednesday by men associated with Mr. Murray. He said the police are searching for suspects in connection with Mr. Murray's murder. Councillor vows to stay after gun attack in Red Hills. Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the Red Hills division in St. Catherine, West Central, Keith McCook, said that he is not overly worried by recent attempts on his life. I don't know. Try to take a man's life and him say I'm not overly worried still. That's strange to me still, but probably I just life sweet. Na 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 na. Life sweet. Na 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 na. I don't. Probably life tastes different to me than how it tastes to some man. You understand? Probably life fresh to some man, but it's sweet run on my part. Yeah. You understand? So I don't know Rasta. There's some fresh life them money I drink. They just sweet life my thing there. But that said, McCook was attacked by unknown assailants who drove up to his gate on a motorcycle last Tuesday about 9:30 p.m. and proceeded to call him out of his house. Before he could reach the bottom of his stairs, one of the men opened fire and sped away. McCook was unearthed. That sounds weird. I have been living in this community all my life. And I have not done any harm to anyone for this to happen to me. I guess them said bad things happen to good people. I don't know still. Yes, McCook retained the division in the 2016 local government election by amassing 60% of the votes to outmatch Donovan Nathan of the People's National Party, while making it clear that he was not suggesting any link to the Tuesday attack. McCook revealed that a small band of supporters had turned against him and were backing another prospective candidate from the party. As far as I know, the application was not accepted because the party does not have a problem with my work in the division. Neither the majority of the people, McCook said. Senior Superintendent in charge of St. Catherine North, Borigaby, said that no motive has been identified for the attack. All my life, I pray for someone like you, and I don't remember that tune. Yes, son. That story I did sad, you know. Jaja. I look for your picture and I can't find it, you know. But there's a situation where a young doctor, see him, died in St. Mary. Yeah? I can't find the picture, I don't know. Medical intern dies while on duty at hospital in St. Mary. So the medical fraternity has been plunged into mourning after a 26-year-old medical intern. You can imagine you have your child and them go through med school and about to start do the thing, you know. To start make back some money. You know, med school and cheap. And boy, may I tell you, Jaja. While carrying out his duties at the Anatomy Hospital in St. Mary, Regional Director for the Northeast Regional Health Authority, Dr. Patrick Wheatley, confirmed that the intern started working at the hospital in late July. He said the staff is still in shock. I got a call and members were just crying. Yeah, stand set away. So the regional director says an investigation is ongoing, but checks so far suggest that the intern was in the process of admitting a patient when the unthinkable happened. Wheatley said the hospital staff will continue to address the needs of patients even though they are still trying to come to grips with the tragedy. We have to be, as best as possible, try to continue serving because we have a responsibility, he said. Meanwhile, President of the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, Dr. Elon Thompson, said the intern's passing is a huge blow. This really rocked us when we got this information. It is difficult, he said. This is like practically 1 month into internship, and for something like this to happen, it is just really, really tragic. Especially when you are on the job trying to help. You understand? And thing. A statement was also made from Chief Medical Officer at the hospital, Dr. Glenton Strachan. Funny enough, Dr. Strachan is the man who delivered my son. Excellent doctor. He practices in Anatomy, practices in St. Catherine as well and stuff, and he also works, well, not really work, in the delivery and surgeries by not all. So if you really need a top of the line surgeon or prenatal practitioner, Dr. Glenton Strachan is the man. Not very cheap, but yeah, man, real general. Real general. You understand? Believe when I tell you that. So seek him out if you need any of the things I mentioned above. Can't stop recommending him. As I said, not cheap, but money's worth. Give thanks. Condolences to the family of the young man. You understand? Yeah, thanks, Sizzler fan. Big up yourself for the Empress. You know what thing. You know what I mean? I got the shower there now. Come here all over the place tonight, you know. Al-Faisal extradited to face terror-related charges in the US. Yeah? Repeat the name because I am planning on multiplying soon. Now, you know, say Kerry J. Planning to have a baby. Dr. Glenton Strachan. He's Chief Medical Officer at the Anatomy Hospital, but he practices in also privately in Anatomy and in St. Catherine. And he has delivery privileges down by Natal. I think he has also surgical privileges down there as well. So, you know what I think? Yeah, man. Jamaican Muslim cleric Sheikh Abdullah Al-Faisal has been extradited to the United States to face terrorism-related charges. The controversial cleric, now 56 years old, was flown out of the country long time, couple of days ago, you understand? Said senior police sources. The St. James native was previously deported to Jamaica from the United Kingdom in 2007 after serving 4 years in prison on charges of spreading racial hatred by reportedly urging his followers to kill Christians, Jews, Hindus, and Americans. He was permanently banned from that country. Also, the cleric was deported to Jamaica from Kenya in 2010 after being accused of spreading racial hatred. He was arrested on New Year's Day in the East African country for preaching at a mosque in Nairobi, breaching stipulations of his work permit. In 2017, Al-Faisal was arrested on an extradition warrant from the United States in relation to charges of conspiracy as a crime of terrorism, 2 counts of soliciting or providing support for an act of terrorism, and 2 counts of attempted soliciting or providing support for an act of terrorism. He was taken into custody after a month-long operation carried out by an undercover New York Police Department officer who allegedly communicated with him via email, text, and video chat. He stands accused of having an established online presence, which he supposedly used to broker marriages for females who wanted to migrate and marry Islamic State members, ISIS, and also had connections with people interested in joining the terrorist network. Now, according to the prosecutor, based on the allegations, Al-Faisal had multiple conversations with an overseas undercover female officer on different social media platforms, to whom he allegedly provided names and contacts to help her join the ISIS network after she told him she had medical skills. Big up to the people, Damien S. Manners and respect them. You understand? Road boy locks a lot of people in the business. Building, business. Big up for yourself. Really business. Work we are work. You understand me? I say, work we working. Look, oh, we working so hard. You understand? Yes, Rasta. So we'll see how that go. Let's see, kind of mess up my little one thing. my lip balm. You know, my man, the man say a lipstick, but I don't business with the phone only pay, see, I'm sure. I do it if you don't wear it. I forgot probably get up one of them time. I don't know where they. Yeah, son, watch it now. Two held as cops seize hundreds of AK rounds and cocaine in St. Elizabeth. Two St. Elizabeth men were arrested by investigators from the Narcotics Division, supported by members of the military on the Treasure Beach main road in the parish following the siege of hundreds of AK-47 rounds and a quantity of cocaine. Reports are that about 11:20 p.m. on Thursday, during the operation, 3 motor cars were intercepted along the main road. The vehicles were searched, which yielded a 9mm pistol and 500 AK-47 rounds and 1 pound of cocaine with an estimated street value of 650,000 Jamaican dollars. A search has since been launched for one of the men who reportedly ran from one of the vehicles and made good his escape in nearby bushes. You know, say nearby, but I mean say that, but bushes. 2 men were taken into custody. However, their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. You know what I think? Yeah, son. A man there must say, oh, cookie 500 AK round. You understand? And a gun. And must name them and go name it. You understand? Tell a star. Them not up to nothing good. See? Nothing good. Man charged for allegedly attempting early morning rape of woman. Yeah? Swift response of a patrol team. Well, the swift response of a patrol team from the St. Andrew Central Police Division led to the arrest and charge of 42-year-old Kevin Robinson of Stanton Terrace in the parish on Friday, the 7th of August. It kind of look a bit late, but I did have it scripted already for a previous stream. I may never get it. You understand what I say? Auntie. Yes, Finar. Agreed. 500 lives saved. Yeah? Reports are that about 2:30 a.m. Robinson, armed with a machete, allegedly broke into a woman's house on Slipe Road in St. Andrew. He reportedly attempted to rape the woman. The woman should then use a cutlass on, you see? During a struggle that ensued, he allegedly used a machete to chop the woman several times. An alarm was made and he was apprehended by a police patrol team that was in the area. The injured woman was taken to a hospital where he was admitted and later released. I'm glad that the Empress was not so badly injured where she had to be admitted. Robinson was subsequently charged with burglary, assault with intent to rape, and wounding with intent. He is booked to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday the 28th of August. You know, the worst thing about it, you know, say, I don't know the man, I don't know the woman. But it's possible say if a man did do the right thing and link the Empress and try set a link, you know, then probably get it without even try breaking at the house, just. I mean, tell a star. All him know you catch him all and come out of the house and just use him own cutlass. You don't need no police involved in it. But yeah, so I think, people say, oh, teach that not right. Then it's not wrong neither. So I don't know shot with it. Yeah, sir? Yeah. I could have never done a raper. Charges laid against several suspects for recent sexual offenses. Detectives have arrested and charged several persons for sexual offenses which occurred between May and August of 2020. The offenses are rape, buggery, grievous sexual assault, and indecent assault. In the first case, detectives from the Kingston Western Police Division arrested and charged 39-year-old Andrew McLeish, a facility manager of White Wing Walk, Kingston 11 with rape. So reports are that on Friday, May 1, 2020, the now complainant and McLeish, who are both employed to a high school, were on the premises when McLeish approached a complainant and forcefully had sexual intercourse with her. The matter was reported to the police and he was subsequently arrested. His date for appearance in court is being finalized. In the second incident, investigators from the Hanover Police Division arrested and charged Ken Hansel, otherwise called Abdullah, and Alex, a store manager of Main Street, Lucy, in the parish with 4 counts of rape. Reports are that between May 29, 2020 and Tuesday, August 11, 2020. On 4 occasions, Ansley invited the underage, no complainant, to his store to collect items of clothing, and on each occasion he had sexual intercourse with her against her will. Why he never report after the first incident? Why did the girl go back 3 different times? Teach, he used to live in Hopewell and over. A man that me see every day back then, he live in the hills. I behave like a hills man. We not justify nothing here saying, I'm just ask question. You understand? If she got there for the first time and she was sexually assaulted, yeah, why she never filed a report at the time? The matter was reported to the Lucy police and an investigation was launched. Anso was subsequently arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. In Clarendon, detectives arrested and charged a 22-year-old man of Hayes in the parish with rape and buggery of a minor. Reports from the Hayes police are that about 9 p.m. on Wednesday the 5th of August, the minor was at home when she was awakened by the man who is an uncle of hers. He reportedly took her to his bedroom, where he held her against her will and buggered her and also had sexual intercourse with her. The matter was reported to the police and an investigation was launched, which led to the arrest and subsequent charge of the suspect, who has not been named to protect the identity of the complainant, him being a relative of hers. His court date is being finalized. Yes, Sizzler, fan, me contemplate that as well still, but I still have to get it out. I still have to ask, you know what I mean? Sometimes you don't keep them things in your system, like, you just ask them. You have a lot of things I want to say about the article that I just reading about. Me not go bother do it. You understand? Minister of Religion among 5 charged with having sex with minors. A minister of religion is among 5 males charged with having sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16 in a number of incidents in Clarendon, St. Catherine and St. Andrew. In the first incident, 32-year-old Minister of Religion Ian Reid of Threadlight district near Maypen in Clarendon reportedly telephoned a 15-year-old girl on July 20 and arranged to meet with her at an abandoned building in his community, where he allegedly had sexual intercourse with her. The matter was reported to the police on Tuesday, August 11, and Reid was arrested and charged. A date is being arranged for him to appear in court. Meanwhile, in St. Catherine, 27-year-old Alwyn Carr of Dawkins Avenue in Portmore and Andre Barrett of Partridge Way, Hellshire, also in the parish and the Kingston 20 address, were charged with rape, having sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16, abduction, grievous sexual assault, and human trafficking. Reports are that on Tuesday, July 21, Carr picked up a 15-year-old girl in downtown Kingston and brought her to a house in Portmore where he and Barrett had sexual intercourse with her. The matter was reported to the police and an operation was carried out in downtown Kingston on Wednesday, August 5, during which both men were arrested. Carr and Barrett were charged on Tuesday, August 11. Their court date is being finalized. Additionally, a 16-year-old boy of Riverside Drive, Kingston 20, was charged with aiding and abetting rape and having sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16 years, after he allegedly had sexual intercourse with a 15-year-old girl several times between November 2019 and June 2020. The matter was reported to the police and the 16-year-old boy was charged. His court date is also being finalized. You know, them time you have to look all up in the sky, cause I wonder what is some guy, cause I'm not telling a lie, cause so. 'Guns and ammunition seized in Clarendon. 6 men arrested. Right to teach, but I mean for laugh, but you're going with a bag of things. Camera in the sky. I don't know lie. You know what I mean? More time you have to look up high. Yeah, I wonder why. But, you know what I mean? You must look to the sky. Six men are in custody following the seizure of 2 firearms and several rounds of ammunition on the Bustamante Highway in Clarendon on Sunday. The police report that a team was in the area about 8 p.m. when a motor vehicle with 6 men on board was intercepted. The vehicle was searched and 2 9mm pistols, 1 magazine containing 5 9mm rounds and another magazine containing 7 9mm rounds of ammunition were found. All 6 men were taken into custody. However, their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. 50 rounds of ammunition seized in Portmore, St. Catherine. The police are reporting the seizure of 50 rounds of ammunition during an operation on Hatfield Avenue in Waterford, Portmore, St. Catherine on Tuesday. It is reported that the ammunition was found on a football field during a search of the area. No one was arrested in connection. JDF soldier booked an illegal firearm and assault charges. Just a read through these things, guys. So investigators from the St. Catherine South Police Division have arrested and charged a Jamaica Defence Force soldier in relation to an incident that took place in Bridgeport, St. Catherine on Saturday the 1st of August. Charged with assault at common law and illegal possession of firearm is 37-year-old Omar Hines of Gibraltar Heights, Anata Bay, St. Mary. Reports are that about 12:45 p.m. Hines and his girlfriend had an argument, during which it is alleged that he pointed his licensed firearm at the woman's head and threatened to kill her. A report was made to the police and Hines was arrested the same day and subsequently charged following an interview with investigators. A date for his appearance in court is being finalized by the police. Yes, so I go on, family. Nice. Well, I've been through hills and valleys. I survived at the old gangster alley. Enough gunshots so me skip and dally. And when me circle on the rally, all them man pop it off. Bogus badge man a rip off. The great Louis culture. Speaking about bogus badge. Bogus JDF colonel allegedly duped persons with overseas work offer. The man is not just not bogus soul, the man is a bogus colonel. Yo, I have always told people that if I wasn't a teacher, Rosie, I speak to the great Louis culture not so long ago. You understand, but a few stumbling blocks in the way, but one day them are cut and clear, man. Yeah, we give thanks. Yeah, man, but me and the culture will a reason, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Great, man. Them man in a small tune. Smallest tune, them man never some man biggest tune. So them man in a car too. Yeah, son. I don't wanna see when I say them man on the road. I will not praise it. I was born to be free. Bombard star. But never mind. 62-year-old Samuel Reed, otherwise called Colonel Reed. The whole of them vex so me tan so, but a nanko me nanko. Man on a dog neither junko. I still nanko me nanko. Boy. Show me never support why the boy them a promote. So them send submarine to come sink all me boat. I start. The man, Samuel Reed, otherwise known as Colonel Reed, of Berwick Drive, Riversdale in St. Catherine. Oh yeah, what me that said before, me start singing to a tune, you see? Is everybody who knows me know that if I wasn't teaching, I would have been in the military. You understand? As I see the military as a very noble institution, I see becoming a part of the military as one of the noblest things I can ever do with your life. And I have significant respect for the military. But of late, I've been a say some things where some soldier do. Where me in the military and I feel a way about it, Rasta. You understand? Because I kind of have a little military mentality and enough people don't know that still. But you understand? With discipline on a certain level, we respect time. You understand? So certain military principles kind of instilled in me still. We just keep it on a level. You understand? And I'm disappointed if you know say the profession with me then probably take on if I wasn't a teacher. The man them a desecrate Rasta. You understand? I say some things where as some little waste man used to involve in and I hear some soldiers involved in anything. Why go on up our park camp there? So Rocky made. What something wrong, sir? You understand? Me not please. You see it? I don't please Rasta. You see me? Jaja. Man, never bring the military in and disrepute Rasta. Teach a long time business at paint pan a shot soldier sell around here. But you see then me never used to hear about it in a day and chase. I don't even did know so certain things are going on. I know enough of them in a nefarious activities, but my friend Rasta. You understand? Teach them in a soldier uniform, trouble then. Aye, sir. You see, militant also, I know your friends, Rasta. You don't have to tell me, I know your friends, brother. You think, a joke thing, man. You man, them need for, yo, if you don't want to be a soldier, brother, and live up to the mantra of being a soldier, leave the force, brother. Leave the military, leave the army, brother. You see me, that's my thing that. When me a boy, I grew up, you know, you're a soldier and I'm not foolishness, man. Since me turn big man, me I hear things. But what me I say now? Mr. Colonel Reed of Berwick District, Riversdale in St. Catherine has been slapped with 2 counts of obtaining money by means of false pretense after he allegedly pretended to be a colonel in the Jamaica Defense Force. You understand? Right now, them slap him with 2 charges, you should then get 2 bucks. You understand? Reports are that sometime between March and May 2020, Reed met the now complainants on a construction site in the parish and told them he could get employment overseas for them. But they would have to pay an initial fee of $15,000 for administrative purposes. Both no complainants bought into the idea and reportedly paid over to him $135,000 and $75,000 respectively. Reed allegedly told the now complainants the monies would cover the cost of obtaining passport, plus traveling fees and cost. After receiving the money, Reed reportedly went missing, and numerous efforts were made to get in contact with him, but to no avail. He was held on August 2nd, 2020 in Riversdale in the parish and was transported to the Portmore police station where he was handed over to investigators. He was later pointed out to the police and was subsequently charged. Normally, yes, a man impersonate police. No, yes, a man impersonate soldier. Because the soldiers themselves start erode the moral fabric of the JDF family. You understand? So if them do it, what you think man a street I go do? Yo, soldiers, what do you need for looking at it thing, brother? You understand? And then a normal thing, you know, not for deal with thing with respect. And big up to the real soldiers out there. You understand me? I say the man them were dedicated to the thing, were believing in the thing. You understand? Yeah man, big up on yourself. I'm a friend. You see it? Big up to the 5 hours them out the street there too. Don't know say one of the good things we yell, you know. You understand? One of the bad things we not bail, you know. 21-year-old on gun charges following dispute with ex. I want to the man them and gun and them woman them. The man them a idiot. Every man now will take up gun and pine for a woman and threaten a woman. One time when you used to box on your woman them and kick down your woman them. One time when you used to chop up the woman them and shut up. What I'm doing, brother? I be a gun thing me here, man and them woman in there. It's not a relationship anymore, it's a gunship. Let me first start to ask people how your gunship doing. Because a relationship thing them not there anymore. A gunship. I be a gunship me here about. How your gunship doing? Relationship. Joke thing. Listen to this now. 21-year-old. Them did hold on pan two soldier in a Lenny man. I'm not sure what the internal process is at this stage, but I know that they held on to two people, two members of the JDF and stuff. No whole more information, never. As far as I know, the guns were not recovered though. I think I can say that much. I don't know if there has been any progress since then, but that was the last thing the hear Rocky Mead said in one press conference. 21-year-old Luke Campbell has been arrested on charges that he reportedly pulled a gun on his ex-girlfriend in Adelphi, St. James. According to the police, Campbell was charged with illegal possession of a firearm and discharging a firearm within 40 yards of a public place following the incident which occurred on Saturday the 21st of March. The cops said that about 11 a.m. on the day in question, Campbell and his 17-year-old ex-girlfriend No door. I have to laugh. I mean, I mean for laughing, but me have to laugh. "21-year-old Campbell and his 17-year-old ex-girlfriend had a dispute, during which he pulled a firearm and discharged several rounds. It is also reported that on July 29th, Campbell allegedly sent death threats to his ex, who later reported it to the police. He was apprehended at home in Adelphi, St. James on Monday, August 2. I don't even know if the police then find a gun. Because arresting him and you don't have a gun, I don't even know much sense that make really and truly. I mean, it makes sense, but it don't make full sense. Forget what I say. If you see sensibility in anything. Normally, you hear a man point gun or a man fire off a man when police arrest him for illegal possession of firearm And no gun no fine. Who got the gun? Where the gun? It's the gun me want. Yeah, we want him to, but we want the gun too. You understand? 99% of the time the police have not find a gun because the man they mind the gun. It's the gun we want. See? If it was up to me, like you have a police who walk with a pipe iron like. Yeah, so and one of them look like a PVC pipe, them like about 1 inch on them. Yeah man, I'm broke up in knee cup and the ankle and elbow them man till him tell me where gun them man. They may not have flick him and I need them ankle them man, I ain't fired. Yeah, a gun me want, then where gun there? Then this is not your honey of shoot off I exploded. Me want the gun, brother. You know people always say, yo, teach a police brutality. Me never say police, but say a man I walk with piece of pipe iron and deaf. Knee and ankle and elbow man and fired on them place. Yes, and knuckle on them place. Yeah, the finger when me shoot the gun with a beer lick me licking pan them knuckle there with the pipe iron. The gun me want, brother, you deaf. No, yo, that joke, yo. I bet them more go to them fine. No believe still. Yeah, man. I no kill me, I kill him, you know. But a gun me want. I mean, not tap lick him in the knee and I'll help until it got. Well, adjust my GPS location. You gun me say. So until me get gun, then I be a lick to your skin, brother. Remember, say people see a fire gun in a family. So, until we get a gun, problem, man. I bet you more gun fine. No, I go on, you know. Tell you, you know, say, ah, boy, yeah, they do ever say that. Yeah, they're more foolish, sir. If teacher was in my regiment, brother, me tell you, say, God, me not going to the military. God know him I do still. Yeah, me tell you, brother, if me deny military, man. I mean, I do no extrajudicial, but when me go road, a serious thing me depend, brother. Work me a work. Yeah, son. Law and order, me think the rasta. So if you know in a law and order, then you're one of them. Problem. I'm foolish this with no guy. But law and order, me say. If law and order there, I don't have to work so hard neither. Me tired for work so hard too. So me I look out for my work. Yeah, son. Then if you have to make me work hard, then the problem will come on road, man. Gun me say me want. Cops charge man accused of using gun to injure his brother. You hear them foolish say. You understand what I say? Investigators from the Kingston West Police Division arrested and charged a man in relation to an incident that took place at his home on Wednesday, July 29. Charged with assault at common law, illegal possession of firearm, and unlawful wounding is 34-year-old Nigel Bailey, otherwise called Curtis, a bar operator of Linton Place in Kingston 14. Reports are that about 8 p.m., Bailey and his brother were at home when an argument developed, leading to a tussle between them. Bailey allegedly brandished a handgun and used it to hit and injure his brother. Glad him not shoot him still. A report was made and Bailey was arrested and charged on Sunday, August 2. Yeah, we don't hear nothing about a gun again. Be a knee cup, an ankle and elbow and then finger, knuckle and fired. Boom! You understand? We don't want a big heavy pipe iron and pipe iron. Right? You now go like broken your hand and sit in our butt. Boom! In there fired. And all across the nose bridge or so. Boom! Gun me want. Where you go? Boss, you fired. Gun me thing there. Where you deal with it? Where you gun the way you use like your brother? Which gun? Which hand you use? You right? Boom! On your finger. Where you gun there? Man accused of firing at police charged. A man accused of firing at the police team on Jones Avenue in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has been charged. Charged with shooting with intent, illegal possession of firearm, and ammunition is 24-year-old Romario Small, otherwise called Tommy Lee, of Bucklands, Jones Avenue in the parish. Yeah? Allegations are that about 10:20 a.m. on Saturday the 19th of July, a police team was on patrol when they saw Small, who upon seeing them pulled a firearm from his waistband and opened gunfire. Small was later held by the police and was subsequently charged on Sunday after an interview. Them get a gun? You understand? A gun, I'm telling you, a gunny thing there. Ah, boy. We know them a ball police brutality still and them thing. We soon talk about Tamil, as we said Tamil, and it's funny. You understand as I said that? See? Would-be robber nabbed while hiding in a ceiling. It's a second case that, remember when them did a robber in NCB, one of them places, I open a ceiling and go find the man them. A man them a turn Spider-Man. A man who was caught after allegedly breaking into a business establishment with intent to steal cash has been charged by the St. Andrew Central Police. He is 26-year-old. Me almost say Canefield. A man named Canfield Diaz. Me put in here because I don't want to say me tell a lie upon a man, you know, him good name. Me almost say Canefield. Then look upon here and see. First thing I go see when you look upon here, Canefield. Talk it true. He is 26-year-old Canefield Diaz. He Amir and Ball in place. Of Maho Road, Kingston 11. It is reported that about 1:15 a.m. on Tuesday, August 4, an alarm was triggered at the location and a security team responded. Diaz was reportedly cornered inside the building and was caught hiding in a section of the ceiling. A court date is being finalized for him to answer the charges of office breaking with intent and malicious destruction of property. Sir. On love say JCF don't have no capabilities, and I always say JCF is far more equipped than people think. You know, them probably not use some equipment them, but them have things. Not that me see them physically, but me follow certain good things and me follow them on social media, and you know what I mean, me see some things and me hear some things. JCF is not as bad. It's just there's some criminal in things that I probably know. And yes, them need more things, but them have a few things. Listen to this. 2 years after crime, Pops caught not by face, but by his fingerprints. Jamaica with you know. Hold on there. No, none of that me fit have. None of that. None of that. Yeah, that. A long time in the stream. I do remember waiting then the sound pad them. Because they not no marking pan them. You know this. That will never happen. This, and me saying you go do it.
Never me tell you go do it.
Yeah.
I never me saying you go do it.
Think this a ninja man.
Something alright.
Think this a Teddy Brook shot. Think this a spread out. Think this a round of applause. Think this are the suspense something there. And this oh, I don't remember. Yeah, but a long time I don't remember. But I know them if I talk about my head of them. I remember them. But yeah, long story short. After eluding capture for more than 2 years, 27-year-old Leon Palmer, also called Pops of River Drive, Richmond in St. Mary, was arrested and charged with shop breaking and larceny following an incident in Richmond, St. Mary on February 6, 2018. X-Files. Reports on the incident are that about 8:30 p.m., the complainant securely locked up her bar and shortly after returned to find that the building had been broken into. An assortment of alcoholic drinks valuing $34,000 was stolen. In August 2020, Palmer was arrested in connection with breaches of the Road Traffic Act, and the court ordered that his fingerprints be taken by the police. It was later discovered that his fingerprints matched those that had been taken from the scene of the more than 2-year-old shop-breaking crime. Palmer was slapped with the additional charge after an interview. A date for his appearance in court is to be finalized. Big up to the police officers them. That me and talk about. Yeah. I don't feel like say, yo, go and left fingerprint in our road, man. We want them. Not we, but the police. I know a man say me a police, and a man company come and say me a police before. Yeah, man say me a lot of things. Yeah, I do every do. I can't keep up with them. You understand what I say? Auntie. Piece of story I kind of sad like, but I don't even know. St. James cops hold suspects in case of father killed while helping daughter. Boy, this could happen to any father, cause you're not gonna see no man try to take away your daughter. No, me not mark them carry. Me want to know them. You understand? You program your brain a particular way. You just know the things them. You see, them not mark them not too easy. You see me? Yeah, man. You see the size of my head. Then me not have to use part tight run and one part run, so man. This is the first time I hear JCF use fingerprint. Nah, man. Well, me not gonna say I know the first time I hear, but a couple times, well, man. Me see cases where fingerprint has played a vital role in it, man. You understand? But you know, me then load up them things there. Me that load up things when criminal get where. You understand? Say police force, this and the prosecution, this and... Normally when good things go on, you know, to hear it in a rasta. You know a thing in a family. You understand? Because the aim of the media is to find stories where they can sensationalize it. You know what I mean? The St. James police have made a major breakthrough in the investigation of a case in which a 57-year-old father was recently shot and killed while trying to stop a group of men from kidnapping his daughter. Two men have been held in connection with the murder of the victim, Stephen McPherson, in Bow Heights in the parish. Reports are that on the 22nd of July, McPherson was on his way home from work when he saw men in a white Toyota Vitz motor car and a Voxy van accosting his daughter and pointing a firearm at her. Realizing what was happening to his daughter, McPherson intervened but was reportedly shot in the face by the driver of the Vitz. McPherson drove off but crashed shortly after and later succumbed to his injuries. The occupants of both the Voxy and the Vitz then sped off from the scene. Following intensive cross-parish investigations by a team of detectives, on Tuesday, July 28, targeted operations were conducted at 3 locations across the parish of St. James and Hanover. Investigations were aided by the work of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, cyber and forensic units and the use of a range of new technologies. The operations led to the arrest of 2 suspects and the recovery of the Vitz motor car that was reportedly used in the commission of the crime. One of the men was placed on an identification parade on Wednesday, August 5 and was pointed out. Both men remain in police custody. Big up to the police them again. Police them do some good works, you know. But because so much negativity around the thing more time, we didn't even get for highlight the thing them. You understand? 4 persons shot on North Street. The police are probing the circumstances in which 4 persons were shot in downtown Kingston on Tuesday afternoon. So head of the CCU, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, said that no one had been killed in the incident. Investigators are probing the situation. So I don't know more detail upon that. You see? No motive yet for our elderly man's murder at his St. Elizabeth home. So no motive was established by the police up to late last week for Tuesday night's brazen gun attack which left an elderly man dead at his home in Arlington, St. Elizabeth. The deceased has been identified as 72-year-old Winston Neal of Fullerswood District in Arlington. The police reported at about 7 p.m. an armed man entered the house and opened gunfire, hitting the senior citizen multiple times. The gunman then fled the scene. Neal was later assisted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. And thing. Jaja, I don't even know if I say brother. We're not done with St. Elizabeth, you know. Remember, me tell them I love St. Elizabeth, you know, because girl, them not scented nice, like, you know, the different, you know, like a beer ground provision them eat, you know. Yeah, son, them thick like them a live weight like. Yeah, son, you know, some part of St. cool and them cool and nice. You understand what I say? St. boy, I don't know rasta. Like a beer watermelon, the girl them down there eat, them skin just nice like. You see? Bartender killed, 2 patrons injured in St. Elizabeth shooting. Gunmen struck Tuesday night at a bar in Overhill, St. Elizabeth, leaving the bartender dead and 2 patrons injured. The deceased has been identified as 25-year-old Shauna Lee Williams, a resident of Overhill. About 10 o'clock, Miss Williams and other persons were in the bar when a man entered and shot her several times. He escaped. It was discovered that 2 patrons were also shot. They have been admitted to hospital. That means tell you this, I can't even too alert down a senti there. Yeah, son. I go senti the other day and I go link Jamaica, you know. Yeah, son, what a reason. See and thing, and I like it. Girls, them nice. Yeah, son. And I like Santa Cruz. Some more Santa Cruz. But they live somewhere all the place about. But I don't know. Yeah, son. Right now, normally, as some rich farmer they are St. Elizabeth, but no, the man them there at St. Elizabeth a farm fool. The man them not farm no food again, and fool. The man them a farm fool rasta. You understand what I say? One time, you know, you're nothing. Only thing the man them a murder at St. Elizabeth are some work. You understand? Work, the man them a murder. So not everywhere days. You go and like say sun turn down some place and turn up some place. Man, go on here, man. Low Saint Santa. Yeah, sir. Yeah, man. Nice roll down Santa Cruz. Two men charged for a brutal murder of St. James accountant. 2 men were charged with the murder of St. James accountant Stephen McPherson. I'm telling you about that already. I will heap of things we have to talk about, you know. Father and son among 3 charged with murder. You know what I'm saying? Detectives attached to the St. Andrew South Police Division have charged 3 men, including a father and his son, for the murder of a 26-year-old man, Anthony Rigg. Never seen that first name before. 18-year-old Darian Facey of Spanish Town Road, Kingston 11. 56-year-old Danzel Facey and 35-year-old Damian Richards, both of Mandela Terrace, Kingston 13, are also charged with illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and conspiracy to commit murder. The police laid the charges against the men on Tuesday after an interview session. Their court date has not been finalized. It is reported that about 12:50 p.m. on Wednesday, the 6th of May, Rigg, otherwise called Reds, was walking along Oakland Road in St. Andrew when a motor vehicle drove up with the accused men aboard. One of the men exited the vehicle and opened gunfire, hitting Rigg several times. The accused man then escaped in the motor car. The injured man was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. I said, oh, I'm not giving none of your food, brother. Boy, I tell you, no. I just told me couldn't find none like. You understand? But now all the things they ain't too up on the farm because them harvest already. I do some little things in our field. Well, them did have some new plot of scallion and thyme and thing, but like the melon them did harvest them there already. Wow, some other part of the place did harvest out already and them something. So we kinda reach the wrong time. But you know a link set there now, so anytime it may have anything on the farm, you know what I mean? And we go that side there. You know, probably we are gonna look at what we make a one stop bop, you know what I mean? Yeah, so father and son are crush crime. You know see what I go on? Normally father will say and box him down and say, yo boy, straighten up your life. Now father and son gonna kill man. You know see what I go on in our world? This world is in trouble. This world needs spiritual healing. Right on the double. Best center. Big up yourself. We don't know them tune there, you know. We don't know them tune there. You understand what I say? This world is in trouble, man. You understand? Man shot dead in Bagwalk. The St. Catherine North police are probing the shooting death of a man on Swap Lane in Bagwalk on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as 22-year-old Yashawn Isaacs of Vietnam District. Everywhere in Jamaica. Vietnam, Germantown, Little London. Boy, reports are that about 4:25 p.m. Gaza. Residents heard loud explosions coming from the area and alerted the police. On their arrival, Isaacs was seen lying along the road with a gunshot wound. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. See? Pachado, more me pronounce that correctly, you know. Smith, boy, I don't know. Sometimes you have to just sing here, brother. You understand? When music hit you, you feel no pain. Somebody did say one night time. I good as Bob say, you know. Speaking about Bob, I need to talk about the great Bunny Whale, you know. I soon talk about Sir Bunny, because it's serious, you know. You understand? I have been trying to get a link with the great man for a while, and I want to tell you say the news was so great. But, Jaja, we soon get to that. A whole heap of old story them, you know. But I could deal with this. I could deal with this first. And then. Cause this world is. I'm in love with a girl nearly twice my age. I don't. It's from youthful days. Go my way. Don't care what people say. I'm in love with a girl nearly twice my age. I go Joby now, Anna. I go Joby. The great Beachy Stout has lost its clout and his luck has finally run out. A 1 pint batch right there, so you know. And then we can remember the great Beachy Stout has lost his clout and his luck has finally run out. One wife, two wives, it's lost their lives. One to the gun, one to the knife. Never mind. Me don't nobody thief me pime, you know. Don't thief me pime. I don't want to stay, you know. Blow me pime. Maybe tomorrow. I do serious business, you know. Yeah, but I suppose I cut her throat first, you know, brother. So I don't even know. She could have said before them burn her, you know what I mean? So we have been journeying with this story from it broke, where Tonya McDonald, OC Sassy, nice young lady, was found with her throat slashed, partially burnt, in a vehicle in the Sherwood Forest area of Portland, some 10 kilometers away from her birthday home on the 28th of July, Monday, I think. Yeah. I would have done a video initially. Yeah, man, that's a great Beachy Stout. And in that video, I would have pointed out to the fact that Beachy Stout, which is the husband of Tonya McDonald, Tonya is 31 years old, I think, while Beachy Stout is 65. His first wife, Miss Merlene Hope McDonald, was killed on the 2nd of May 2009 outside her gate in Boundbrook, Portland. No one was ever arrested and charged for her murder. That case grew cold, I suppose. Then Tonia's parents would have been attacked and shot. Her father died in another bay a few years ago, I think 2018, November, close to her birthday, because I think she was born in November. Also, Beachy Stout's son was arrested and charged with the murder of his wife in the United States. His wife is also a Portland native, Andreen. So it's a whole trail of blood. You understand? Some lost in the mud. You understand? Some washed away in soap sud. Never mind. Beachy Stout was arrested on the 5th of August, Wednesday, and along with 2 other men who were believed to be his co-conspirators. They were formally charged. I think I saw an article earlier that said Beachy Stout's charge has been downgraded from murder to conspiracy to murder. I'm not certain. I know I glimpsed it somewhere, but Portland businessman Beachy Stout charged with the murder of his wife, Tonya McDonald. So the 65-year-old Everton McDonald, OC Beachy Stout or Mr. Mark, has been charged with the gruesome murder of his wife last month. I did a video on this earlier today. If you don't watch it, you can go watch it, yeah? McDonald and 2 other men taken into custody on Wednesday, August 5, in connection with the killing were charged late on Tuesday, August 18, for them nomination day. Well, nomination night. With murder and conspiracy to murder by detectives from MID, the Major Investigation Division. Now, according to police sources, they now have a clear picture of the planning that led up to the death of 31-year-old Tonya on Monday, July 20. Remember the dates I'm still sharp, you know. I'm not as old as me think, you know. Hear that, Kerry? The details are reportedly contained in a caution statement recorded by detectives from one of the businessman's co-accused. Man starts sing. I shall sing as long as I big up Sister Marcia Griffiths, Empress, Queen, Mummy, Sister, Reggae Queen, the greatest female reggae singer of all times, hands down. It was a joy. Highly. Progress. I don't know who. God bless. Yeah, man. Give thanks. It was a high reason. Interviewed a slightly different because Marcia has done so many interviews. The questions that when me ask Marcia answer them question there for 55 years now. So it kind of change up a thing for short notice. But it was a high revives. And she never sing much because she did kind of know well. And she still forward come to the reasoning. You understand? You see? So, you know the thing. Yeah. Alright, sir. So, them must say them know what go on, you know. Them have a good picture what go on. Voice notes involved. Caution statements involved. You understand? So the evidence is overwhelming, said one source, adding that investigators also have voice notes and other forensic evidence. The partially burnt body of Tonya McDonald, also, well, I said that already, was found in Sherwood shortly after 9 p.m. on the day in question with her throat slashed. So at the time, the police had theorized that Tonya may have been abducted, murdered, and their body set ablaze by unknown assailants. Everton McDonald, Beachy Stout, and these 2 co-accused, 56-year-old Denvalin Minot. I have a picture of Minot. Him alone me they have picture of. The next brother me have a picture of him. See? So 56-year-old Denvalin Minot, bubble head. A bubble then call him, but I could have show him head. They don't call him bubble head. I don't know still. Understand? Of Ranchill in Portland, and 30-year-old Oscar Barnes, also called Tiny. Me have a picture Oscar. I think in the video I might have made a mistake and say Oscar was 35, but he is 30. And them call him Tiny Whiny. You understand? Of honor to be in St. Mary, were taken into custody almost 2 weeks ago during a series of coordinated operations in Portland. You see, people that cause say Portland police them not do nothing. I guess the man them did that take them time. Well, I suppose a MID still, so I think kind of move out of Portland. You understand? And MID just move one time. See, the 3 accused killers challenged their continued detention. How interesting. See, through separate habeas corpus petitions filed by the attorneys in the Kingston and St. Andrew and the Portland Parish Courts. Now, after hearing the applications, the courts ordered that the men be charged by 5 p.m. on Tuesday or released. The rest is history. They then charge you. Let me go and find one of these pictures somewhere. Yeah, man. I have one more picture of this one. Investigators revealed that approximately 3 million... did I wrong picture? Put up a Come on, teach. That is the great Andrew French. We soon get to Andrew. You understand? Yeah, man. It's a Beachy Stout. The man with the cloud. You understand? Investigators revealed that approximately $3 million was paid for the murder of Miss McDonald. No, the man could have him $3 million, have him freedom, but the man decide, say him no want the $3 million, him no want him freedom. As somebody said, Beach, you shouldn't look for retire for a nice place, for a nice part, run or some, you understand? Now I'm going to retire in one prison still you want to look like. I don't know, Rasta. You see? 3 mil. The businessman's arrest has led police investigators to review the May 2nd, 2009 murder of his first wife, 50-year-old Marlene Hope, also called Petal, who was shot and killed outside her home in the community of Bournebrook. The JCF said that detectives are making significant progress in that matter. I wonder if one of them man are involved in that. I don't know still, but as I said. See? 2 other related murders and a wounding case are actively being pursued in relation to Mr. Beachy Stout. Well, as Kerry said, I see if they leave got water bottom me rotten. That Miss Lou used to tell me. Yeah man, them a look upon it, you know. Pachado. They have apparently reopened that investigation, that case of his first wife. Miss Maya, I don't have nothing conclusive, you know. I mean, I really like speculate. But the word in the street, I say, I don't know. Make it stay this. I don't know. So I don't really want, you know what I mean? So when the evidence come out, I suppose, you know what I mean, we can talk some more about it. But me honestly, no. I mean, things have been said, but I don't think it's my place. It's a speculation, them something. You understand? So, I suppose one of the reasons that probably Mr. Beachy Stout feel like him infallible. I guess that one, me probably can answer that, guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, speaking about it. So that's the situation. The police apparently, by the daytime and were putting their theories together, and they apparently made the right moves, and it has paid off. It is paying off, I suppose. Let's see how the case proceeds, and let's see the other cases that are being probed in relation to Mr. B. Remember the death of his first wife, also 2 other murder cases plus a wounding case is also being looked into. So I hope Mr. Beachy has a stout defense team. Sorry. I had to. Couldn't resist. You see it? Mr. Beachy have a stout defense team. Think me go to school go waste my time? Don't know what go on, you know. Speaking about school and waste time, you see? Like that me do, cause me see man want to make $200 million overnight. I think they work so hard. Look how them work so hard. I can't feel me name go abroad. Look at John, big up yourself. Oh, I also big up Sister Nadine, Empress Nadine. You know Nadine, I'm a link. Yes, and she set up the Marcia thing for me. You know what I mean? So teach ya good youth. Sister Marcia. She there. Boom bang bang. Done. Mad. Blessings. Yeah. So Andrew French. Well, his name Andrew Grant. But he call himself Andrew French. You see? He must sue the government for $223 million. I now say a man not to sue the government if them feel like they have been wronged by the government. But I also want people, some people get up and celebrate these things. It's me and you have to go pay it still. Between me and you still. I don't have $223 million to pay right now. I don't know if you got it, but I don't got it. You understand? So, I suppose there is that. So I will say for I go on. Party promoter hits government with $220 million lawsuit, claiming his account was maliciously frozen. A popular party promoter who had his bank accounts frozen for almost 2 months, amid a probe by the Financial Investigations Division, FID, has filed a more than $220 million lawsuit against the government. The lawsuit was filed in the Supreme Court on Tuesday, the 11th of August, by lawyers for Andrew Wright, more popularly known as Andrew French, promoter of the Chugit and French Connection parties. Wright was barred from accessing his accounts on May 7th this year after the FID, through the Asset Recovery Agency ARA, went to court and obtained a restraint order on his finances on the basis that it had commenced criminal investigation against several individuals, including the well-known promoter. The businessman, through his attorneys Peter Champagny, Queen's Counsel, and Nico Pagan, challenged the restraint order and had it lifted by the Supreme Court on the 6th of July, despite strong opposition by the FID. In the lawsuit, which seeks damages in excess of $223 million, he charged that the restraint order was obtained for an improper purpose, without any substantial foundation. This includes damages to his entertainment business, the suit said. So between May 7th to when it was lifted, Andrew French lose $223 million. Okay. He asserted too that the actions of the ARA were malicious and an abuse of process. Yes, and Champagny offered no details about the lawsuit, but suggested that it may be the first time an individual has challenged the basis on which an entity of the state obtained a restraint order. Normally, the individual would be satisfied with the order being lifted, but in this case, it is being taken one step further, in that he is seeking to recover damages for what he considers as malicious actions. It is a matter that will be interesting for jurisprudence, Champagny said. As I said, if a man feel like he has been wronged by the government, he has all rights to pursue recourse. It's not a problem. You understand? But $223 million, family, that is overly ambitious, in my honest layman's opinions. But I could be wrong. I don't know what kind of business like COVID was disrupted and them something. So yeah, man, Smith, me soon get to that. One story at a time, brother. You see? Auntie. But you know what funny? I want to know why the FID actually investigate him. Is that me want to know? Yes, and because I don't know. I suppose the FID has a very good track record, you know, by my humble assessment. There's Roy Martin say you have to aim high, but you can't aim foolishly to family. $223 million. Come on, man. There's no way upon the face of earth you couldn't get that. See, if you ever go do that, be realistic. But I guess you man fall upon a level. I guess that you assess them. I understand what you say, but just know, say, sometimes, and I don't know that Andrew French is involved in anything untoward or nefarious. You understand? But everybody wanna say run to them as so government wanna jump up and celebrate. Yeah? That's all me have to say. Cause we have this tendency to be so anti-government that any pan knock against the government we want pan for knock to. You know work like that all the time. You understand? I mean also you have state entities in the country where do some crap sometime and people forget compensation. I don't know you see with that. See? But sometimes some of these lawsuits are counterattacks. You understand? Probably never mind. So we just move on. Speaking about lawsuit and suit in law. It will benefit us all. We're assuming that the government is doing that this time, Mr. Martin. I've said if the government has done that and people are aggrieved, they should pursue legal recourse. But I know every pan knock with a dance to still. You understand? That's all me I say. We can't be so anti-government that every little thing we just get up and say, yeah. Sometimes we sit down and look. And sometimes we know, so the man them who are file them suit here, them involved in a criminality family. You understand? Some of them try pretty up a thing sometimes. And the reality that. Some of the time, the man here who claims they must sue government for millions. Some of them are criminal. You understand? Who would have been guilty of some very egregious crimes? Well, not proven guilty, but involved. So sometimes we just relax. So that's all me ancestor. Criminality is not proof of such. Yes, which is true. And me get that wholeheartedly. You understand? And conversely to that, not every man will come and say the government do them wrong, the government do them wrong. Some man just come say it because them can say it and forget people upon them side. So I hold it aside to the thing family. See me I say? So it's not because the government name cause I go jump and say government. I am neither anti or pro government. I try to be as balanced as I can. Zane, and I'm done tell you, the government through state entities, Zane, wrong people, then never stop and the government will pay for. But some of these cases, you know and me know, so some man just a reach and I try to deflect. You understand? Yeah, man. This is reality, not necessarily pretty it up. A facts we are talk, brother. You see? Nikki, good night, my friend. How are you? Alright, Mr. Martin, but I don't necessarily say you go a court for $223 million when you know so that $223 million in there. You understand what I say? There's much to do about nothing in reality. See? There's no way possible where Andrew French can prove that he suffered losses of $223 million in that space of time. I wish part Chuck it and French connection are keeping at them COVID, heights of COVID. Man, let's be realistic and stop this so anti-government where, like, nobody in the country beat the government more than me, you know. You understand? But sometimes, we're too anti-government. We need to relax sometime and easy and be fair in all pronouncements. You see it? Yeah. And when I say, we see many people do it. So when I speak specifically about Andrew French or Tommy Lee coming up, Zane, we attack in general. Enough man were a criminal. Because they mean a problem with the law, them feel like countering the law I go work out in them favor. Then me not into that. You understand? Worst thing of my tax dollars them I'll get. Crap. So Tommy Lee was being held party to the SOE in St. James, state of emergency. But we know that because of the declaration of the elections, there was an agreement between the opposition and the government to discontinue the SOE pursuant to the elections being called. Yeah? And the SOEs ended on Monday. And as such, all persons who were being detained under the SOEs and there was not enough evidence to lay criminal charges against them had to be released. As such, one of those persons, many others, but you know, we are going to talk about Tommy Lee because Tommy Lee a star. You understand? And would have been released. And Tommy Lee's case would have been in the public again because he's an entertainer. You understand? And he has the lawyers to get the big interviews versus some local youth. You understand? Because just like Tommy Lee, many other people were in detention. But because, them don't really have the name nor the fame. That is all a matter of speculation, Desiree. You can't prove that. That is speculation now. Me did hear that before, say I'm going to release from one Monday gone and that and that and that. So anybody can say anything. I don't know that. You understand? And I don't know if you're in a position where you know that still, but I can't verify that. Because me did hear before say he would have been released from when and then and he was still detained. Because as you know that he can be held for 90 days. I don't know if you're making reference to the Supreme Court ruling where Isaac Buchanan and John Clark made a mockery of themselves. I don't know. Oh, last Thursday. I probably missed that one then. Okay, fine. Zane, but being that as it may, he wasn't released until Monday. Yeah? Moments after Tommy Lee's party released from the Freeport police station in Montego Bay, the entertainer's lawyer, Ernest Smith, said he's preparing to do battle with the state. Zane, so he's been the victim of unlawful restraint of trade. That is the category under which the action will arise. In other words, he was not allowed to ply his trade without justification. Smith told the Jamaica Observer, I am going to bring action against the state for his loss of income for the period of false imprisonment. And we are also looking at a calculation for the number of times that he was prevented from performing in Montego Bay and other areas in the West. And that calculation looks like it is running into about $100 million. I am certain that this is just a ballpark. They just threw out a figure. You understand me? I say, Mr. Smith, that's what lawyers do. See? Yeah, that is, I understand that, Pacheco. Pachado, Zane, say he would have lost income possibilities because of them something there. I still have some misgivings, but I'll keep those to myself. You understand? Because I know people very thin skin and people only see one way when it comes on to certain things. So I'll just deal with this articles at hand and leave my personal opinion off the table tonight. Zane? Yeah. And I have said many a times that of the modern crop of artists, Tommy Lee and Massacre are the two persons I listen the most, strangely enough. You understand? So I have nothing personal against Tommy Lee. You understand? However, Tommy Lee's name cannot be aligned to certain things for so long and it no stop. Like, me just find that peculiar and strange. See? As I say, I know practically all of Tommy Lee songs them just like Massacre. See? And as much as a lot of the music is violent, you can still find the creativity and the talent behind the violence. I kind of stop listening to certain music in terms of the nature of the music, but talent are talent. You understand what I say? And thing. When me talk about certain things, I not really get, you know what I mean? Too connected and, you know what I mean, too emotional about the thing. We just keep the thing on a level. You understand? So we know it is easy to get up and say, for one side, X. You understand? So the system of fight Tommy Lee and, you understand? Or Tommy Lee at this and Tommy Lee involved in that. It is easy. You understand? Auntie. So what you know? You should over there. So Tommy Lee, given name Leroy Russell, was detained under the state of public emergency in St. James since the 7th of July. He was never charged. Smith said he was advised yesterday by email that the tribunal ruled that his client's detention should be revoked and he be immediately released. Even if there was no lifting of the SOE, the tribunal found that there was absolutely no justification for he to have been detained under the state of emergency. And in circumstances, his detention was in breach of his constitutional rights. The email was received at 11:59 a.m. and he was released shortly after. When I called to speak with him sometime after 1 o'clock, he was already on his way to Kingston. He has thrown stones behind him because he does not want to see Montego Bay again, Smith said. Island wide states of emergencies ended on Monday ahead of nomination day on Tuesday. Now, according to the attorney at law, the entertainer gave a sworn testimony to the tribunal last Thursday. One of the time he was testifying, he burst out into tears, saying, "What have I done? What have I done to you? Why you want to treat me like a criminal? Big up Bugle. Why am I being used as a scapegoat?" Smith recalled. Early July, Tommy Lee was asked to report to the Freeport police station in relation to an upsurge in violence in the flanker community of St. James and was detained under the SOE in the parish. So under the SOE, a person can be detained for up to 90 days without being charged. So here, I find it strange why Mr. Smith says his constitutional rights were breached and X and Y, when, like it or not, the laws governing the SOE states that they can be detained for 90 days without being charged. So, I suppose you take what you want from lawyers. I have learned to listen to what a lawyer say, but to listen to what a lawyer say. Yeah, probably hopefully one day. You understand? Because me they ask him some serious question, probably some question when a man don't want to ask him. You understand? So probably him not go on that neither still. Because they gonna ask him. I say, brother, then between me and you still, like, every year, police say they want to talk to you, is a person of interest, and then what go on? What really go on? Then something, what happens? You understand? So I don't know still. So I don't know. You know, a serious question me ask when I go up on the interview. Some question when man them now want to ask him and them. That kind of want to know still. But I ask Tommy Lee some serious questions. Some questions where I not go beat around the bush, I not go around the corner, a reason where a reason, and so I don't know if him would really want that. You understand? So I don't know. Tommy Lee has had several brushes with the law. He was listed as a person of interest by police in 2014, 2017 for shooting incidents. He was, however, questioned and released. In 2015, the Montego Bay police prevented him from performing on Reggae Sumfest. Fear of patron safety. See? I mean, as a Tommy Lee has not been dealt some bad hands, you know. See? But again, my grandmother used to say a thing, answer. If you don't go for rules, folk can't shit by you in a family. Then I say that in all honesty. You understand what I say? I not accuse Tommy Lee of nothing. I have said it before and I'll say it again. If the artist knows him innocent of all the accusations and him never involved in nothing nefarious, you understand? And he has nothing to do with any upsurge of violence and a shooting incident and a latch scamming, then make him conscience set him free. If the artist, however, knows him involved in some things where him shouldn't involve in, it's not too late to clean up of a clean up, Rasta. Yeah, so none of them are perfect, you know. Zine. But, brother, too many times. You understand? As I say, people will get up and say, yo, but teach the system and fight the youth. The system of this, the system of that. I have heard the same story as it relates to a particular entertainer. Many years, me say the system of fight the youth. Many years. Where the youth there? That is a question, you know. So I don't know. So I have never accused the man of anything. I am just saying, brother, something someone need to sort out. You understand? There's no way police can arrest each them for upsurge of violence in a flankers. Absolutely no way. No way at all. No day at all. Cause that just can't make no sense. Why? Me not no affiliation down there. Me not go down there. Me not deal with nobody down there. Me not get involved with nothing down there. So police can't arrest me for violence or flankers. If you understand what I say. You see me? Every year. That don't make no sense to me. So I can look on the thing from a broad perspective and not just look through anti-government glasses, because we are so guilty of doing that most of the time. And as me I say, I don't think nobody beat up the government. And the government, no matter who, whether them orange or them green, no matter. See? But at the end of the day, we can be too anti-government sometimes, man. Sometimes it think so bad. But because we have this preconceived notion, anything with government just bad. That is not true. That is unfair. You understand what I say? And for me, above all things, I want a man to remember this, a law and order, my thing there. And this is not specifically speaking to Tommy, this is a general thing. So, if on a law and order, then teach them. I'm going to have a problem with it. It's a simple thing. You understand what I say? So, I don't want a man feel like say cause the government involved with us, I will get up and jump on government. If I don't have a reason for you attack the government, then I not attack the government. See? So, bring the matter in front of the court as he's right to do. That's right, Martin. That's right. You know, understanding that's right. That's right. Listen to me. I'm a reason with you. I realize you mean well. See? This is it. I have said many, and you're probably new to the channel too, many and millions of times that there have elements in the police force that are criminals that go around and do things that they should not do, and then we get rid of them. But we have good police in the country. And in my opinion, we have more good police than bad police. See? So, I understand, so you have police out there who are a menace to some people and who really and truly target some people. Don't get me wrong. You understand? But we can't use a handful of situation to paint the entire police force black. That's not fair, family. You understand? So if we say Kentucky kid and we say the youth from Mobile the other day and all police are wicked. No, Rasta. We can't subscribe to that. See? Because you know the funniest thing, a police never do me nothing. So there's no way me can say all police are wicked. And I have interacted with police officers. And the police never do me nothing untoward. Nothing at all. I don't even remember a police officer ever talk to me in a bad way. Never. So there's no way me can get up and say all police bad when I would have interacted with police officers and me not have a bad experience. But me know some people have bad experience and me know some criminal police officers out there. But we can't just get up and say all police officers are criminal and all police officers with death. Because no, you are use the incident to infer with Tamil. You are do that. No we. You understand? All me have to say about Tamil, if these things are fabricated and he's innocent, then I hope him get him justice. If there's anything what Tamil need to fix, him need to fix it. Signed, sealed, and delivered. There's more bad police and good police around here. Alright there, Jay. As me say, you can only speak for yourself. Me can speak for myself. I think there are more good police than bad police. You understand? Yeah, man. I don't saw a thing go. You understand? There's nothing in this life that is all bad and nothing in this life that is all good. I just say reality that. See me I say? Just like how you have more good teachers than bad teachers in our system. I just say thing now, you have more good doctors than bad doctors in IT. More good soldiers than bad soldiers in IT. See me? So, every day do. Yeah, son. Me I say the man them need to understand. You know, me don't talk, yeah, sir. Yes, and me hear you, brother. You understand what I say? Me hear you still. It's all a matter of perception. And for some people, experience. As I said, I have interacted with police directly and indirectly. And I have not had a bad experience with a police officer. You understand? And thing. And the reality is that when I put myself in a position for not bad with police. You know, sometimes you don't have to do it and it happen to you, but me not reach to say it still. You see me? So I do say a thing there. You understand? Donovan Wilson, that is always going to be a matter where subjective, Zane, because I can't put a numerical value upon it, you can't put a numerical value upon it either. Many of us are go for anecdotal evidence when they come on to the police. We hear said this, we hear said that. You understand what I say? How many of us in the stream here so have had bad experiences with police officers in Jamaica? How many people you know directly has had more bad experiences with the police than good experiences? So it's all a matter of anecdotal evidence, you know. You understand? Me can't quantify it, you can't quantify it. It's all a matter of how we look on it. You understand what I say? Right and now, and you have only had one police experience, right? All the police experiences you have had are bad. You see me? So I suppose it's just a matter of, you know what thing go? I don't know. But I'll continue. Yes, that's my belief. I think there are more good officers in the force than bad officers. I cannot quantify it. Just like how you can quantify when you tell me say you have more bad than good. None of we can quantify it. So it's all a matter of anecdotal evidence and perceptions. Yeah? So I just the sort of thing there. You understand? Me I say me a 30 my share role and I have never had a bad experience with a police officer. See? I am not anti-police. And the police do them job and them operate within the limits of the law. Them do what them do. Them pull me over and ask if me do what we do. You understand? If them come on a scene or somewhere and I do them job, it is not my duty to interfere with the police. The police them do them job. But some of us are so anti-police that the moment we see police, we face get tough up and all heap of look at things. You understand? And one thing lead to the next. I do have no issue with the police. I have not had a bad experience with the police. I hope that not change. You understand? And thing. Because I'm not going to lay down a road and a police walk over me. That will never happen. You understand? But if a police are doing job within the limits of the law, then the law is the law. We conform to the law. We move on. You understand? I just the sort of thing, you know. But somehow if I hear about police, then, you know what I mean? I just saw a thing going, you know. Yeah, peeps, so, wish family all the best. Blah, I file $100 million lawsuit and thing. See? I know, funny enough, I have never had a situation where a police has been me have to give a police money or even consider giving a police officer money. Never. Or police officer will take money from you. If you have a car, your car license insure. You understand? Your papers them up to date. See? You drive within the speed limit. If you drive within, if you exceed the speed limit and the police ticket, you take your ticket and go pay it. You understand what I say? If you disobey part of the road code and you get ticket, you take a ticket and go pay it. If you never violate the road code, you only get the ticket. if you feel say you shouldn't get the ticket, you can't go to court. Simple maths. You understand what I say? But some will make it hard for the police them too, but we not accept that. You understand? Some we give more trouble than the police them, you know, but next story for next time. You understand? We tend to find excuses for too much things in our country. If we just man up and do the thing the right way. You understand what I say? Many times police and people in a things not in a nothing. Do what you have to do right and go on where you about your business. Seeing if you feel aggrieved, you go to court. You understand? I now give police my money. So if I go ticket me, seeing, and me contest it, I go to court. If I know me wrong, I go pay it at tax office. Done, gone, move on, next. When time for you foolishness with no police. Police all and pull me or me all and pull police. That don't make no sense. You understand? But because a police and police stop somewhere with a war part with them, you know, everything. You understand what I say? I mean, some of the police have to learn to talk to people. You understand? I don't tell you, you know, the thing far from perfect, the thing need to fix up. But the thing not as bad as enough people make it out to be. You understand? Jamaica is probably one of the hardest places in the world for police to, you know, don't forget that, you know, because somehow we, well, I mean, tell you, but, you know, we will never agree for everything. We can agree if we disagree. You understand? Your views are your views, my views are my views. You see me I say? Many police officers are serving time for various crimes. You understand? So we know so you have criminal police officers. I have said that million and one time. See? But I still think there's more good than bad out there. My personal view. Could be wrong. So could you when you say more bad than good out there. Because you can't give me a figure. Me can't give you a figure. You understand? We operate for the next man experience and when we see around this or hear around this. When me and you, most of we never have no bad experience with the police. We use people experiences. And when we use people experiences, most of the time we not use it, you know. You understand what I say? Some good experiences and do good things. But no, yeah. Police do him that. Police never do me that. That's the truth. Me no police never in an entanglement. You understand? Because what? The laws are the laws of the brother. Whether you like them or not, them are that. You understand? And if the police don't violate the laws, violate your constitutional rights, everybody go down and move on and go about the business. But enough of we blow things out of proportion, Rasta. See, we burn out the corrupt cops them. Regular we do that. See? But at the end of the day, somehow we too anti-policeman. You understand? That's a part of the problem when you face the country and face crime, you know. You understand? Because for crime deal with, there has to be a healthy relationship between police and law-abiding citizens. You understand what I say? But yeah, I understand that there's a distrust between a large part of the populace and the police because of the criminal ways of some police officers. I understand that and that is very unfortunate. But we'll never fully get a hold on crime until there is some partnership between law-abiding citizens and the security forces. Sorry. You understand what I say? Because the police them alone can't do it. Them need our help. You feel me? Them need our help. You understand? So the standoff mentality and police are dead and police are fool and police that not gonna work out. Get rid of the corrupt police officers them as best as we can and work with the ones that want betterment of the country. You understand what I say? Yeah man, and big up to the police officers who continue to risk life and limb, you understand, to protect law-abiding Jamaican citizens. The good ones them. The man them whose integrity cannot be questioned. You understand? The man who has lived and continue to live by the oath that they took to protect law-abiding Jamaican citizens. So the criminal ones them now, we need to get rid of them one day. Simple thing. You understand? For the man them out the road, if you know say you're going to do something for you and police in intact, not do it. If you know you're wrong and police are just a situation, do the right thing. The argument. Peeps, big up on yourself. You can call it a night. You understand? Things are my first stream in 3 weeks, I think. Zane. I didn't miss it some of my time. Some of my time I did just too tired to miss it too, as I tell you now. I'll definitely try to stream on Friday. All things being equal, I should stream and thing. I know this important to some people, it's important to me as well. When I stream, because you know, streaming do a lot of things. It builds a watch time, it builds a community. You understand? A community where we can agree and disagree and, you know what I mean, share our opinions and views in a civil, respectful manner. You understand? We can disagree, but we are still friends. You understand? Nobody not tell nobody about them mother and then sitting and you got to do your this and them something there. So that's the community we have here. So you understand? Enough time I disagree with the people, enough time people them disagree with me, but we're still good. You see me? And thing, I'm gonna start try edit the look at the interview because and an interview that long enough. As me, I don't know what is wrong. I have never had this problem until the Boom Dynamite interview. You understand? Everything, boom, sync up the two camera them, boom, detach the audio from camera B, cut, main camera, boom, cut, second camera, boom, graphics, boom, one good 15-20 hour span. Now, 72 hours, 4.5 days. Look who sleep in between. Rough. I mean, I can simply use the main camera, you know, but for me, the one camera shot, I have grown out of it so much where if another two camera, I may not feel happy. So, it's why I don't know Rasta. Boom Dynamite was rough. Because that was almost 2 hours. Tiger was rough, but Tiger was 1 hour and 16 minutes. We give thanks. You understand? Teach them, remember you did when you reach 100k subs, I'll keep a part. You know, say COVID I keep, brother. Party I go on one of them time, man. When the timing is right. You understand? Probably one of them time they will link up some of the artists that we interview already and you know what I mean? Them pass through and the people them did it and all the vibes and eat some food and drink some liquor and study two girls them in a class and them something there and you know what I mean? Yeah man. Heal up the lions them and thing and you know the thing go. Drink 2 Guinness and you know what I mean? Some Campari and Sorrel beer. You know what I mean? When I mean drink Sorrel beer by itself. Sorrel beer and Campari. If I not drink Guinness that me drink. You understand? Nice little bro. Yeah, look, have a look of buzz. You see it? Yeah, man. And do all the vibes. So, I could say go one of them time, no, man. It thing, we are going there for a while, you know. We're not going to, you know. You understand? So, when the thing balance and the place clear up again and people can move and the thing under control and them something there. We see what is what. But we have a few local plans, you know. We have a few local plans. Mother Andrew, I want to tell you something. Andrew about an hour and a half reason the other day though. Yes, that. But it was on camera still. You see it. But Andrew good man. When Andrew ready to do the interview I got to do. I don't know that the interview will be the interview that you want. Based on what we discussed. But Andrew, the link mate. You understand? But enough of the man them only been asked, so I link make or try make Buccaneer, Degree. Been a work on Terror Fabulous as I explained to you Terror situation. Terror is my dream interview. It would have been Terror Fabulous 1, Tiger 2nd. You understand? So you don't want the Terror Fabulous interview more than teach them. Believe me. You don't want the Tiger interview more than teach. Those interviews were the because as I say, the desire for that came out of the We Are There Now thing, that loop you. So that was the genesis of the thing. That is when the idea started bubbling in my head. You understand? Plus the respect and admiration I have for the work of Tiger, but more so Terror Fabulous. Terror Fabulous is a supremely, as I don't tell you, if Terror never get caught up along the way, I think Terror would be in the league of the 3 Bs. Bujo, Beanie, Bunty. That are my view. You understand? That is how good Terror Fabulous is. As a matter of fact, I think on talent, natural, raw talent, out of the 4 names I call, probably Terror Fabulous are the most talented out of the 4. And as me I tell you, for me, dancehall, Stop, Bujo, Bunty, Beanie, man. You know what people are going to say about teacher, you have to go around Shabba and something. Me I tell you what me think. Shabab legend too, but you understand? Then you have one next tier. You understand? You have your Mad Cabra them and them you understand? Warred them and the ninjas and you understand? That's my view upon dance all that. Again, we are gonna always see the thing different. But Terror Fabulous, I would say, is naturally more talented than the 3Bs. The 3Bs would have grown into the finished article that they are. Terror bad from him start. Terror no miss. You understand what I say? I saw me view Terror Fabulous. You know, normal DJ. You understand what I say? When you listen to Terror, for the age where Terror was at the time, the maturity, the lyrical content, the consistency, the delivery, I don't know. Terror just different. But I want me view the things. You understand? And this is nothing to take away from the great Butcher Banton, Rodney, or Moses. As I said, the 3Bs, but Terror would then up there so with them 3 man there. You understand? Cartel in our next tier down, so brother, but you can't call Cartel name with Beanie, Bounty, Butcher, brother. Talk it true. God no. Then that don't make no sense. You know? I want different level that down there, so man. You understand? Terror Fabulous. No, Rasta. That different level that, man. You have levels, you know. Levels to this thing. You understand what I say? Cartel now have delivered none of them, man, they have, brother. Cartel is a lyrical genius. Cartel can perform close to none of them, man. They Cartel now have that voice, that presence, the pants. You ever go on stage show and listen to Cartel yet? Weak voice, brother. I whole heap of stage show will listen to it. You understand? You ever Butcher or Bounty in our venue yet? Different story. Even Terror. You understand what I say? So it depends on what we look and say. Well, Cartel and them on the league, brother. We don't need to go around that. You understand? A simple match that. You understand? Cartel, Movado, Cartel, them. You understand? He might lead a pack there. But him not reach there so yet. See? My view that still. But big up on yourself. Peeps. Friday night. Soon. Sunday night. Me soon. See? We have Loki D next. Then Junior X. We know some people are going to say, oh, it's Junior X. Wait for the interview. Don't move. Not Nadine. Marcia Griffiths. Jamaica. And Beanie Man for about 2 months. I do it for know. You understand? And then some more people. We see what go on. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Yes, Rasta. Peeps. Appreciate the support. See? Mega band. Yeah, man. Mega Jigsy King. You know a big voice, man. Them Buru Bantan. You understand me I say? Them man the voice full. You understand? On a different level. As a matter of fact, you know from when we interview Mega Bantan. But it time just now. You know what I mean? Time just now. Danny English when him did, you know what I mean? Different voice again. Them they are big voice, man. You understand? You understand? Yeah. All I win voice because some of my man them wanna say a big artist. Whenever you I win perform like it, man. Little I win when some man rate them man they perform Rasta. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. But it depends on how you look for the music still. Like the more I do that something and the more I grow in the music and the more I get to appreciate certain things more than more. You understand what I say? Yes, Rasta. What about Mr. Vegas? What about him? I don't know. If you interview Vegas, Vegas have a story, you know. You understand? Vegas doing work, you know. You can't take that from him, you know. You understand? You might get caught up in some things where, but Vegas doing work. Yeah, man. Mega big artist. Jordan, man, what you say, man? I have never heard of that's cool, man. Pips! Big up on yourself, yeah, sir. Yeah, Visa Vegas, big up. You know, Visa Vegas watch the thing still. You understand? Because Vegas would have reached out to artists when we interview. They say X, and artists say Vegas say X. But, you understand? Vegas, follow social thing and media thing and voice some tune. Because he's a talented artist. You understand? Producer, writer, performer. You see, but you know, can't take nothing from Vegas. Vegas do him work. You understand? And thing. But we still go and work, we are working, you know. So, you know, the man them will do some work, put in some work, pay them dues. You understand? And have a story to tell. You know what I mean? Capture some of Vegas some ton vlogger. A true. So you can't adjust social issues, but Vegas are artists, man. Vegas spend some more time in the studio, Rasta. You understand? Vegas are bad artists too. You can't take that from him. Big artists. You know, good artists. That we use them already willy-nilly sometime, you know. That's why sometimes when big artists name come up, some man name come up. Some man name come up and when I left out the agent Sasko. What I do? Big artists a call and we don't say Mad Cabra. Then what I do? You understand? Big artists name a call we don't say Merciless. What I do? We don't say Spraga Benz. What I do? You understand? But when I say big artists, some man where can barely perform on stage name a come up. No one I do, man. I start beat today. You can't go around Spraga. You can't go around Cabra. You can't go around Merciless. You understand me? I say you can't go around Sizzler. Or you go around them man there. Them man they are big artists, man. Agent Sasko. Them man they are big artists. You understand me? I say. What don't say big artists? Them man they are big artists. Some man are good artists. Yeah, big artists. And great art. You understand? Baby Sham, what I do? They don't know what I do, man. They just, you understand the low music thing, man. You see me? But peeps, big up on yourself, yeah, sir. Me gone. Appreciate the support in the peeps in a real life. Big up to the people that may reach out and say, yo, teach. I know a family thing have you on a level and thing, but with there when you forward back, we miss a show. You understand? People message me and say, yo, teach. Yo. Me miss my Sunday, bro. And my Friday night tea. Yeah. But with there, as I said, we'll always stream when we can. Big artist stage. Vegas have about 5 movie soundtrack. Alright, Vegas are big artists. But me I say my definition of big artist different from, you understand? Me I say big artists, Sizzler and them man, they are big artists to me. You see me I say? I suppose. Vegas are good artists. Yeah, there's some see, I don't know. You understand? Auntie. But we not get into good artist thing, big artist thing. Yes, if Vegas a big artist, we respect that. But for me, Vegas a good artist. You understand? Yeah, man. Spraga Benz a big artist. Cabra a big artist. You see me? Shango and Sizzler and them, Dada and them, and they're big artists. Warred and them, and they're big artists. You see me? I say, yeah. Sasko. Yeah. But alright. Peeps, manners and respect to the ones them. You understand? Enjoy your week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Me almost think today Friday night and enjoy the rest of your week. You understand? For the people them when still have to go work, you have to be careful. You say COVID still a keep. You understand me? I say COVID still a keep. What's if you're there yard? Cause right now you don't even know who is who, you know. Teach, we need an election show. As I go do a call in for the election thing for so the people them say, you know. You understand? I did plan to do that a day where the brother announced the election and I couldn't get to do it because I don't know, my son probably never did. Probably I feel so well and it probably been miserable, so I have to shelve that. I did just that. I don't even know. I don't even want to blame him for nothing. You understand? It's Denny's where you say me have mommy and stalk YouTube. Denny's mother, big up your nice, decent self. You understand? Me appreciate the support. You see? Yeah, me probably can't do a call in, but when we don't do that, you know. I not think I'll do that tomorrow night and stream Friday night again. You know, like we say, gonna when it come further down to the election, run to debate time and see what I go on. See? And them things that me look forward to, you know, debate them and them something. So look at things where, you know what I mean, I can't feed my brain off. I can't dubplate things. As I say, big up to the artists them when I feed them family. You know, you see with that. But dub plate them is just what they miss. I just dub plate. You understand? And me probably need to go in the street, go do a look of Vox Pop boy election. You don't know. You can't do all the things, I'm just busy, man. I sell black soap and incense. You see what I say? Like your ass. Peeps, walk good. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be careful. You understand what I say? I don't want to hear somebody else in our family sick out. Mr. Samuel earlier. Samuel is a COVID survivor, one of the family member. It's Ruth Daly. Also, when I think I say Ruth tonight, I hope she's good. And thing. So we have a couple people who would have traveled down the COVID streets and, you know what I mean, hit them beat and we give thanks. You understand? I don't want to hear somebody else. You see me I say? But I think I got rough. Right now, if I was supposed to bet, I would bet that physical school will not be keeping come September 7th. That is my view. I in all honesty, peeps, I prefer physical settings and the online thing. And the online thing being so disjointed and some of the youths them don't have access to internet or devices and it just rough. I was saying the thing will clear up a little bit and then it spike again. And then election will come, it's going to be a greater spike. You understand what I say? So I don't even know Rasta. I don't even know. You see, it was always going to be a challenge reopening schools, but now it's rough. Well, make we see now. I think I 3 debates. The final one will be between the 2 leaders. Then you're gonna have 2 more before that. So make we see. I depending on who will be streaming the debates, I may stream and thing. If a TVJ alone, me can't stream it, cause you know me on TVJ. Well, me good with TVJ. Me don't know on TVJ. Not good with me still. You understand? There's no way a teacher can be a competitor to a one competitor TVJ upon a CV. So I don't even view me as a competitor, but I don't view TVJ as a competitor. I view TVJ as a benchmark to where I would probably want to get one day. You understand? But different people look on things differently still. You understand what I say? Anyway, Kirkwright, we see Kirkwright a road good. Other people from TVJ were good, but we don't know what's going on. You understand? So we don't really trouble TVJ things. You understand? Because I see million other people use things with TVJ do and them good, but if teach them say TVJ, them strike it. So we don't know. You understand what I say? So me did probably write them one time and tell them say, man, when I read whether I better they make me read it. Because then they do something on my name, please, and them good as vexed too. You understand? A long story, leave it alone. Peace, big up on yourself. But if like JIS a stream it, I will probably push the stream over so you know my family can hold our vibes. Yeah, thing I'm gonna like with PCB, you know. PCB, so I wore big old logo up this and logo down this and in the thing not clean. You understand what I say? So that's why I'm gonna like really restream from PCB most of the time. If me restream from PCB, I can't have absolutely no other options. JIS no bad. You understand? And with JIS a government sitting, nobody can trouble me. I pay a tax in here. You understand? So I could say I go still. But we'll keep an eye out if I'll definitely push it if JIS is streaming it. I don't know if the debates commission will be streaming it, but if a TVJ, well, I suppose CVM will answer, but I'm not restream CVM stream either. You understand? Because you have to wise up, you know, bro. You can't work so hard and just dash your thing for folly. You understand what I say? And thing. If I am next PM free iTunes. Speaking about iTunes, I have started, well, not the JA Positive podcast, but I have started repurposing the interviews into audio files, and I've been uploading them to various podcast hosting sites. You can for anywhere you listen to your podcast, just type in Teach Them Podcast. I think I use Buzzsprout as my host and thing. It's a paid thing, and I think I pay about $35 for what? 12 hours per month. So I would have uploaded a number of interviews. I think up to Merciless Zine so far. So next month I'll upload our next 12 hours. Eventually all the interviews will be on the streaming, the podcast platforms. So you can just type in Teach Them's podcast for the people who are into that. And we need to start promote that, you know. You understand? I know some people prefer podcasts than actually sitting down and watching video, because you can listen to when they're at gym or you're clean or something, or you're on your commute or something. So yeah, only 3 interviews are not there. Archives interview is not there. Snagger Puss interview is not there, and General B. The reason why, those were my first 3 interviews, and the audio was not good for those interviews. So I did not repurpose those. But starting from Alain to Merciless, that's about 15 to 16 interviews. Yeah? So we're not even gone halfway through the interviews, mate. So one can look for that. So that is just another way of, you know, building the brand, pushing the content out there, making it available to other people. So that's a take a look at time and things. So eventually all the interviews will be there. It's just that the hosting platform that I use at 12 hours per month then give me. I know somebody interview them all 1 hour half and then sitting there. So I'll upload some more come September and thing. But for now about 15 of them. I have started uploading my poems as well. So all of them are going to do that as well. So if I can, you know what I mean? I not even start thinking about monetizing that yet. I just you know what I mean, repurpose. I also plan a couple things. I plan to start repurposing the streams, create the audio files and upload them as well. Also, I may create a clips channel. You know, some of the big YouTubers, when them stream, them cut up them stream based on topics and upload it. I might do that one day in the future. So like when I talk about family, boom. Family, boom. Cause some politicians, boom, boom. So put it in a bite-sized chunk. So some people can sit down and watch the whole thing. So them just look for what they want and watch that. Something a bubbling in my head, but we'll get around to that. Probably them things that if me ever go YouTube full time and can dedicate myself right across the board. But for now, I have to just try to keep it thing as streamlined as possible. See, a long time I don't do nothing pan Jamaica or JA positive. But you know, my baby them the same way. So they're there, so we can always get the algorithm up and jumping if we put in some work on them place there again. I know I think go. And people still watch them because them grow said way, but slowly. But we give thanks right now. Oh, you know, we are doing alright. Almost 190,000 subs. Steady growth. Not astronomical growth. But we don't do the type of content where you get astronomical growth. Because we not, you know what I mean, get involved in the gossip and the sus and the sensationalization of things. And we don't sit down and talk. We don't color things. We just share some opinion and we're gone. You understand? And things. So our content is not content where the youngins them into. You understand? But my content are content where the working class appreciate. People who work their money, we can say teach. Boom so, boom so, boom so. If you look at my analytics, my lowest age group is under 13. My biggest age group is 22 to 32, 33 to 45. And them people they work. Gonna big up on think me a fool. A working class people, you understand what I say? School youth, the lunch money, they can contribute. Peeps, big up on yourself. Gone. Soon on Friday. You understand? And Sunday. And thing, and you know, them something there. Peeps, what good? Step with Jah. Remember when some people used to tell you, go sell banana chips and bag juice. Yeah, and go farm. One day, I'm going to do a video about that theater. One day. Probably want to reach 200,000. You understand? And thing. Far where I come from. Now a lobster, we don't really eat lobster. The worst thing that in the world. See, missus buy lobster one day and not them alone eat that. Yo, me all send to that kill me too. I don't know when people. I guess probably the type of lobster still. But yeah. Give me one snapper and we're good, man. You understand? Know what I mean? Yeah, lobster thing. Now a snapper we eat well. Sometimes. But we give thanks. We put in the work here, man. So me I say. Burn the midnight aisle and the midday aisle and the evening aisle and the morning aisle and the all aisle. Peeps, walk good. Step with Jah. Friday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. Walk good. Step with Jah. Remember, safe travel upon the gravel. I'm out.
Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream before you go. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember to share the stream with your family and friends and browse the channel for more amazing content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them. Hey, yo, yellow. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
No man, I mean I say man, I just say them people there, but from 22 go up to everywhere else. And them people they're good man. So from 45 and 50 and 60 and 70. Them people they're good man cause you know people that are 60 and 70 then retire and they have enough money same way. Then you have to be no fool. You understand? So I don't want big people them feel like me there leave them out. I just say the most people who watch a thing at that age range there. You understand? And then the big people them like, you understand? But we know retirement money enough same and then I do maths in man. A long time I had. I'm gone.